Hi, and welcome to our Hunter the Reckoning campaign titled And So It Begins, episode 4. Last time we left our hunters when they've had a bit different encounters in and around Boston Library, and they all reconvened in the van. So we're going to go directly into the scene in the van when the hunters are discussing what to do with all the information they have just gathered. So we're going to go directly into the scene.
You probably should give the genres your call, Chase.
Yeah, I think
Then
so.
not Chase.
He needs to know. He needs to know. It's yeah. Maybe he knows something about this hideaway in the library, and how we can put these glyphs to life, put more energy into them. Would that be nice? That'd be really nice.
Well, I know not to knock your van, Chase, but getting a solid roof over my head for a couple of nights' sleep
Oh,
would be fine.
nice. Yeah, that would be nice. Actually, a
Are you
solid.
thinking about sleeping now? We need to do something.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
this
Oh,
murder isn't solving itself. We need to do something now.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
sleep is a weapon, Grace. Don't forget it. Being rested when you're gonna face something is essential. But okay, I'll go and check in with the Jansa, and
Do that.
you two can decide what's the next move gonna be. If you're gonna try to check up this check for
Yeah.
some for in the club or what.
Yeah, we need to find this rope.
Hmm.
But what about the guy that your friend talked about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
the bouncer guy.
Yeah, I mean, if he's renting out people to for security, maybe he knows more than I don't know. I mean, I haven't checked the phone booth. I can go over to the phone booth and check the
No, we'll go. I think we'll
yellow
go with
pages,
With
but
Cal's contact. Maybe he can get Cal to do a one night gig there as security. He can let us
Well,
in.
if you hire Xboxes for security, I could just like show up the show up at his office. We can find out where it is, and like I'm looking for a job.
Yeah, I think
I
that's a
mean,
good idea. But go call the
just to
J
sleep
man.
on my. But I'll check him with Jonathan first. Maybe he's got some news for us as well. You know, maybe he's figured out something more.
Yeah.
So,
And do tell him about the safe place.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check out about that. There's some my to-do list.
Yeah.
But I'll keep Lucky's sudden growth spurt under wraps though.
Who's a big dog? Who's a
Ooh.
big dog?
Oh my.
I
Lucky
honestly
is
wish I could see what you're seeing.
Oh yeah, I wish so too because the dog is big.
it's if you don't know what a doggo argentino is, it's what you're looking at. It is huge. It's a pit bull on growth hormones. It's massive.
Yeah.
She's a cute little puppy.
Not so much.
No, she's not in Kansas anymore.
Nope. Not like a long shot. So, the day has creeped into the afternoon and now is creeping into the early part of the evening. The library is shutting down. It's pitch black in the sky. It's a light breeze, but obviously it's very chilled. There's no snow. It seems like the clouds have been pushed away by this breeze, and a very clear, crisp winter sky is shining down upon the scene. The snow is firm and makes a lot of a good, like a good crunchy noise that snow does when it freezes up a bit, and you
Mhm.
can feel like the frost of your breath as you Cal get out of the van and make your way over to phone booth, which was very common in the early 90s, by the way, if
Let's
people didn't know.
take a find the one that's not too close to the entrance of the library to and hope to have some privacy.
Mhm.
Stick my hand under my pocket, which is now my sudden windfall of quarters. Open up the gates. And throw a couple into the machine and dial the number.
It is a mere 2, 3 rings, and then you hear a rushed janitor go, "Hello?
Hi, it's Cal.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear from you, Cal. How is everything progressing?"
Well, it's been quite a lot of developments to be honest. Quite a lot of developments. First of all, we had a rather ominous encounter with a wraith.
Wow, yeah, well, it is Boston.
Yeah, but this wraith was not only fully live human being yesterday, but it's also the only living was also the only living friend of our new imbued hunter.
Come
Sort of,
again, Cal. You said what?
it was a live human being. We believe it's been. Well, I believe the poor bastard was subjected to some sort of bizarre occult ritual, which he was used to fuel something. Might be tied into whatever is going on here, but but equally disturbing as someone becoming in an instant rave is the fact that it was someone that close to our newly imbued hunt. I mean, that and a nightmare creature at her imbuement place of work. It's sort of not feeling random.
That is, I would never ever assume that would be random, Cal.
No.
That is not an old nightmare creature,
Mm.
and then a human male. You said a
Yeah,
male.
he'd been used. He'd had ritualistic markings carved into his mouth. He had his fingers had been cut off. And I'm going to come back to that as well because we've got some more information on what's going on in Boston, which can be connected to my vision.
This
So,
is not it. So we're having old nightmare creatures and a boy turned into a wraith in less than 24 hours.
mm,
How bad is this going to get, Cal? Do I need to sit down?
probably worse. Well, it's probably going to be worse before it's over. But so far, that's the worst news. On the
Okay.
slightly better news, though, we went by the Boston Public Library to do some research, and Chase came over some old hunter glyphs. It's clear that it's actually been a safe house at one point. We also found remnants of the safe house in the basement. Sort
You
of,
hear the phone go silent for a little bit, almost like you hear it like a tapping noise or like it's a thinking noise, if you like, when somebody's like lost in a bit in their mind's eye. And he said, I vaguely have a memory of someone saying that a legendary hunter called the Pope set up a safe house in Boston, like a war room, if you like.
mm,
But
well,
we never knew where it was.
well, it probably is this. I haven't seen it. I like the. safe house part of it. But Chase was down there and gathered information, and it seems also that some of that might be tied to whatever's going on now.
That's very interesting. That's very interesting indeed. What information can you relay to me?
Well, apparently, there's been so far we found a map. He found a map with some just hurried words written down, like clues. So one was the curse. The curse never ends. Tied to a sort of spiral kind of thing. I think it's that matches up with some of what could match up with the ritualistic markings on the poor
Like
body.
a vortex.
Yeah, like vortex. Yeah, and also whatever it was connected to the year 1657. So if you could dig up anything, you can find out that in the Boston area, probably related somehow to the Native American visions I
Oh,
have. I'm not sure.
I'm
Because it also says got to follow horses. I remember distinctly burning horses running in one of my missions.
I would bet that is a very direct link.
Yeah,
Is there a possibility, if you have any of these maps, can you get this faxed to me?
sure, can try. I mean, Chase is tactical savvy, I guess. Probably some sort of, and probably
Like,
not tomorrow though, because probably most places that runs out fax machines.
well, I'll work with what I have now. But instead of you relaying the information to me, it would be much more efficient if you found a print shop that has a fax machine.
Will do, will do.
Then you can fax it. You can fax it, and it gives you the number, not the phone number, but the fax number.
Yeah, and I'll write it down.
Old school technology.
Like,
Because I don't want to. I
with
don't
his
want to
little My Little Pony notebook and scribbles it down there and puts it
Yeah,
back in.
because I don't want to misunderstand anything. Because I have been doing some research on the tribe,
Yeah, Wapanagi.
it, but they are quite. They were and well, they're not in the same capacity as I was, but they were all over this area. Uh, Especially actually in the time you mentioned now, they were friendly. They were hunter gatherers, not a warrior tribe.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't have any names of any specific known persons of the tribe, like known chieftain or anything, it's very difficult to narrow it down.
Yeah, no, I got that. I got that.
Or an
No,
area, a
we haven't
more
got
localized area.
yet either, so I mean, we'll fax it to you. We'll
If you
get
can do that, I'll definitely be able to help you a whole lot more.
And anyway, update on Vision part. I managed to track down those names I got.
Yeah.
They're all dead. They're all apparent suicides. They're all attended two different co-ed Catholic schools. One Emmanuel College and the other Joseph Prep. They're all in the age range 16 to 17. And we've also heard from street contacts that there are people out there wanting to, how, I'm gonna say it, procure males in that age spectrum.
So it seems it would be prudent to have a Ganta and a look at those colleges. And also, I would recommend, if you have the capacity, to find out the autopsy reports of these suicide victims.
We'll get Chase to see what magic he can get done on that front. I mean, he should probably do.
Because if these are just horrible coincidence of mass, like suicides can be contagious, it would be nice to rule them out immediately. But if there are more things afoot, I'm sure that you will find. Is one of you said there were boys, right?
Yeah.
Do you know if the boy is already in the ground?
Probably the three first. I'm not sure, but I don't think there's been a funeral for the last one.
All right then. So maybe you should.
I think that's was 3 days ago, something like that. So
Then he's most definitely not in the ground, because suicide is always attacked as a natural death. So you will have an autopsy.
Brandon
That means that you might get to the body.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. But it gets weirder than that, though, because when I was doing this research, this lady appeared, introducing herself as Pauline Cliff, and she works for Dr. Joseph Mann, who's a professor apparently some sort of professor in dead languages and old cultures, I think, cultures or something like that. And he's
Who did
supposed,
you name? You said Joseph Man.
yeah,
You can hear him like not stutter, but he's like Joseph Man. Are you
yeah,
sure?
yep, that's what she said. And he's here at connected to Emmanuel College. He's teaching there. He's supposedly doing a book about urban myths, about urban legends, so like it's a myth or legend, it's a facts and then about Boston. And here's the kicker though: Miss Cliff knew my name without me having introduced myself, which sort of set alarm bells going off, if you want to say it like that.
There's something up with that name.
Could you
I
check
f-
out both
yeah,
Colin Cliff and Joseph
yeah,
Mann?
yeah. I feel there's something with that name. It's like I felt I've read something about that name
Well, he's
somewhere.
supposedly renowned and like been in the media, but
I don't right that it's something else. I'll definitely look into it, Cal, and when we catch up, fax me everything. And if you have a location where it's easy to get hold of you, if you have a landline or a fax machine ready available, it will be easier for me to get in contact with you.
well, if we haven't so far gotten any. I mean, we're sort of hoping we could gate crash and stay at the library's safe house, but I don't know.
But
Oh,
did you say your girl was a defender?
yeah, yeah. About that, these glyphs, they're not, like the faded. They are protective glyphs, and they are faded, but there's still something left in them. I mean, they haven't. There has to be. I mean, nobody has seemed to be found this secret room, basement room that Chase found. I mean, I guess there's a reason why he found it, being a hunter and being able to recognize the signs.
All right.
I'm
So
guessing of the
this
ward, some of the ward is still hanging around the place. So is there any way we could get?
yeah, because the hard lifts are already done. She just has to activate them.
So essentially, just imbue them with conviction.
No, she has to use her power.
Okay, ward power. Well, she
Yeah.
seems to getting a handling of that though. I mean, she's learning fast, bright kid.
If she doesn't do it's a big ask and a very hard and long job to do the entire library. But if you have a location, if the glyphs are already there, and you've seen them and they're glimmering, it's just a matter of it's like turning a key. She just has to start the engine. The job is already done.
Well, we'll get to that. I don't know about anything about phone lines or anything down there though. I mean, like I said, you haven't been there, but we could
Check it out. You need a safe base anyways. Driving around, I know it's warded up the van, but it leaves you very exposed.
What? You're not confident in the hobo van's security?
I'm just saying that van's gonna get spotted.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm just.
If it's not already been spotted in Boston and you've been tangoing with some creatures and you don't even know if that nightmare creature went down for good.
Mm, yeah, that and just the fact that we're going to be checking out some
You might
high
be good,
schools.
yeah.
I'm not particularly
Yeah,
fond of
you
like.
might be good for hiding the van for a minute and setting up a base camp and getting an old whatever to move about in for a minute.
Sounds like a plan. Well, anyway, cheers.
Great talking to you, Cal. Keep me posted and please protect our young hunter,
With our lives, so
of course.
hang
Goodbye
up.
then, Cal.
Goodbye.
Click.
Hang up and back to the van. Back to the van.
In the meantime, we're going to go to the van where Chase and Grace and Lucky.
I'm a bit curious. If
Well, me
there
too.
is an entrance inside the library, I think
Oh.
there needs to be an entrance from outside as well. Because now the library is closed, isn't it? Yeah?
Yeah,
So,
it's 6 o'clock, over 6 o'clock. So yeah.
yeah. You want to come sightseeing?
Sure. I mean, it's better than the smelly van. No offense. I love the van. I love
No,
the
you
van.
don't. I hate the van.
It's a bit crowded and a
It
little bit
smells like feet
claustrophobic.
and dog and fart.
Hey, she doesn't smell.
She farts.
You don't smell.
Ruff.
What do
role
you
of a
think
Jew.
What do you think has happened to her? Whatever, like, I can't see that you can.
Yeah.
Is this
There's
normal?
definitely some fairy magic. Definitely. Don't know what. Don't know. I don't understand that kind of things. But they can, as far as I know, they can change reality, or change the way people perceive reality. And now, you have apparently been in touch with the caster, and that might be the reason you can't see the change, because you've been there through the change, through the glamour or
I
something.
still look like me, right? Like, I'm me, right?
Are you wearing makeup? I'm
Just
just kidding.
eyeliner.
No,
Wow,
you're
dad
still the
joke.
same. You're still the same.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. But yeah, off to the library, I guess.
To the library.
Library.
I've always wanted to say that.
And
Yeah,
off we march.
we jump out of the van and
Yeah, the same as you feel the like the cold of the air. Like this is just a cold breeze, but it's not a hard breeze. It's not like you have the gosh, the
yeah.
wind is grabbing hold, but you can feel it like tickling your neck hairs, and you can feel the enormity of the night sky. The public library, it looks beautiful, lit up. You can see there's some lights. Probably there's a night guard, obviously.
I turn on discern as we approach the library.
So, how do we get in? Do you
7
need me
success.
to?
Hold on 2 seconds. We're just gonna bring up the map.
Bring out the map.
Boom. We just need it for a minute. If you can't go in and have a look at it, it's also have a quite a big space in the middle.
Yeah,
Like
it's
if you have
enormous.
a look, yeah, we can put out the images on the Instagram page if people are interested in have a look at it. I'm just gonna see if I can find some of the street views so you get to see what you're supposed to see. So there we go. I'm just gonna send this to my players real quick so you can see it. This will, though, on the other hand, be when it's very sunny. Not what we're looking for. Okay, 2 seconds. If you don't have it, I will send it. 2 seconds. Doop. Send. Doop. Send. So you can have a look at it on your phones. Thank God for technology.
Yes. Are there any glyphs on the outside?
Well, I want you, even though you have the sun on, that doesn't give you a God view. So you
No.
have to use your perception awareness to gauge upon the building.
Perception awareness.
So the image I sent you now, just please imagine it's dark and it's a lot of snow. But still, though, it's a striking building.
Mhm.
No, I get some snow in my eyes.
Did you botch?
No, I didn't botch, but 2 ones and a success.
All right. Yeah, you're probably you maybe lucky. Like frolics around and kicks up some snow, and you get it
Yeah,
in your
and she's
face.
like purpley and sparkly and things, and
Yeah. Oh yeah. She's
yeah,
she's
distracted.
very.
I'll take Lucky. I'll be right back, and I'll just walk to like the sides, and I'll just kind of go past every door I can, and just like see if
Oh,
I can open stuff.
well,
Or if something
obviously,
is
though,
open.
it's very locked. But I would like you to do perception awareness, regardless, because the old man is useless at the minute.
Yeah, exactly. A 10, a 8, a 9. So
As
3
you,
successes.
yeah, as you walk on the street level, and almost like you want to touch the building, there's a
Mhm.
sense of familiarity to it.
Okay.
like something within you hears an old echo.
Hey, old man,
What?
come here.
What's that?
I don't know, but it's different.
You're
And
different.
I guess
Maybe
different
it's him.
is what I'm looking for, right?
Yeah, different's good. Different's good.
As you're
What do
heading
I see?
toward this side of the building, doesn't really look as much, but when you get closer, it looks like there's been a door. Could still be a door. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah,
But
I go.
you see three glyphs,
Okay.
which is a protection glyph and hide glyph
Yeah,
and the like an unlock glyph.
I touch the unlock glyph.
It's like it glimmers a bit, but it's like
Mhm.
it's shut off.
Ah,
But you don't know this yet. I'm just gonna pause you guys for a minute, and I would like Cal to do a perception alertness as he's done with his phone call, because this is gonna be you're now on the same kind of timeline.
Mm.
Right, perception alertness.
Yes, please.
One sec. Three nines and a six.
Should be good enough. You see them move to the side of the building.
What is Tweedledum and Tweedledummer doing now?
I'm Tweedledummer.
I'm Tweedledum. I'll jog after them, like hands in pockets, keeping warm from snow, and just jog up to them.
Yeah, you're on the same side really, because you're not on the other side, because you went to the other side to go to the phone booth, and they were on the parking space. It's not a very long jog, it's about 10 meters, and then you've caught up with them. And you see they are staring at something.
I just sort of pop my head in between them and look at whatever they're looking at.
There's one. There's another one. And there's
Uh,
one.
Do I see the glyphs as well?
Nope.
No.
But you definitely feel,
I see
as I
him
said,
doing something.
yeah,
Like,
you feel
yeah.
a familiarity to the place.
There's
Yeah.
a ward. There's a hide. And there's an unlock.
yeah, about that. Apparently, what the janitor said that Gracia could theoretically manage to, well, fire this place up again. I mean, the work's done. She just gotta use her power and kickstart the ward again. It's gonna take a bit of effort and power, but I think you're gonna be able to do it, Grace.
Fire up like that. Okay, cool.
Go,
How?
Uh, to use your 100 power, I'm assuming. I mean, you've already warded yourself and us from monsters, so and well, I guess it's essentially the same sort of concept, but on a grander
A
scale.
building?
I mean, the protecting wards and glyphs are there, so that like the work's done. You just gotta sort of like turn the key and start the motor, get a motor running. So
But what if I can't see the keyhole?
Oh, it's there.
Where?
I don't know, maybe
There's
second
one.
sight can help,
And
but
there's one. And there's
I'm
one.
not. But so yeah, I'm not quite
I'll
sure.
power up my second sight.
Yep. Immediately you feel like the pulse of this, like the golden hue or halo, it bursts out of you. Obviously you see Chase, he glows up because he's already like, he's very like full on with this discern.
Mhm.
So his whole of his head is like sparkling and glowing.
Yeah.
And you can see the same thing with, not as much with Cal, but also he has the hunter glow. The moment you do that, you see that you hit the side of the building, and you see these three symbols. Very simple, very just lines and dots, and you instinctively know what they mean, which is bizarre.
Oh,
You just know what they mean. Nobody told you.
alright.
You just know.
I put my hand on one of the glyphs, the unlock glyph. I guess.
It feels very familiar to you, like a letter from an old friend.
Hmm.
It's just like it feels like almost like you could have done this yourself, but you haven't. But they don't feel strange or weird, or they read really naturally to you.
Mm.
To be such a weird hidden thing, it feels like it's calling to your core.
I think while I hold my hand on it, I take the other one to my locket, and then I'll try and connect with whatever I was feeling when I used ward before, and try and, I don't know, boost forward into this glyph.
Well, go for it. Cal, obviously, did you use second sight as well?
No, I'm just.
And I'm going to gamble. Just saying.
Yes, please. How many, girl?
2.
Yeah.
So I just need to remember again.
Up, Cal.
Stamina.
Good chase.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not a good look.
No, it's just I had a 1, and then so I have 3 successes.
Oh well, then you get back what you gambled
So
plus
8,
1.
6, 6, and 9, but a 1.
A
so
1.
Retract.
Yeah. So retract 1. That means you get what you spend plus 1 back. So you're good.
And I used 2. Yay!
So you lot see that she reaches out and she touches the ward, one of the glyphs. And she holds to her. That's like the locket or medallion.
It's a lot. It's you can open it. So it has a picture of my sister and my mom.
So she holds on to it, and you can feel like almost like the air has been sucked in for a minute, and then it bursts out when she uses the power. And when her power hits the glyphs and the wall, you can see them. They light up like a fucking Christmas tree.
Oh, that's nice.
And automatically, Grace, it's now hidden, it's warden, and it's unlocked.
Oh yeah, because I'm like opening one eye and then the other, and like. Oh.
You Chase with the sun.
Mm-hmm.
You distinctly see like the door.
Yeah, you can see him grinning from ear to ear. You've never seen him smile this much. It's just turning to his right. Look, love, she did the thing.
That is so.
That's so cool.
Told you could do it.
Oh yeah.
You grab Grace's shoulders and like, yeah, you go, girl. Shake the tiny little creature.
Starting to understand your power and getting comfortable using it.
Nice.
I don't know if comfortable is right, but I don't know. It was something about it. It felt right. It felt.
Yeah.
Like I knew it. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
No, this is because this has been done by your creed. People who are like you want to protect the rest of us.
Still don't understand that. Okay.
Apparently, according to Jonathan,
that's okay. But you did damn good. Damn.
Because I've never drawn things like that before. No. Like, but I think I could.
It, yeah.
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 Mm.
You're getting into contact with the powers that be and the heralds, and yeah.
You can when you look at her, Chase, because you have the sun on, you get taken back a minute because her youth and the golden halo around her is almost white gold of its purity.
I turn towards Cal.
It's almost like it takes your breath in a second because she looks so innocent and so immensely powerful.
I turn to Cal. I think I was wrong. She's not a naughty girl. I think she might be the Messiah.
According to the janitor, this might have been set up by a legendary hunter called the Pope. I haven't heard about him, but I don't know, maybe you have. But one thing I'm gonna say is, and you with me on this here, Chase? Who is the Pope?
Who is the Pope? Who is the Pope?
You guys are weird.
Yeah. But not to be like sounding impatient or anything, but
Ladies first.
I'm getting in because I'm freezing my balls off.
And I'll
As you enter, Chase, you hear your wife whisper, "May I enter, my love?
Of course you may enter.
Thank you, love."
I see her now, right? But I don't
Yeah,
hear her.
no, and she doesn't touch the ground. It's like it's very difficult to see where she ends
Hmm.
because she isn't always very physical in form.
Right.
She goes in and out of being very shade.
Yeah.
For a second, you see uh, Lucky whimpers and steps
Is she
around
is she inside or outside?
outside.
Oh, come in, girl. Come in.
Wags her butt and she jumps over the barrier.
Entities, supernaturals, they need to ask permission to enter this place. My wife asked permission and I granted her. And this was Lucky asking permission. And we granted her.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you see now, you basically entered a very hidden door.
Close
Very
the door behind us.
hunter magic door. On the inside now, you actually see it is a door. It's an old. It's for escape. This probably was for if there was a bomb attack, like a bomb room, and this would be an escape path out if some of the other access points would have been destroyed.
Okay.
So the door is massive.
Mm.
It's like thick iron. So it's a bit of a beast. And it takes again you go on these very narrow stairs down. You see this old school light switch, probably that's hooked
Turn
up
it
to
up.
the main, yeah. And you see these old lights, like they glimmer, and you can see dust falling off them, like naked light bulbs. Take you down, and you can see down. It's not that far. It's like 4 or 5 meters down to more concrete area. It's very bare. It's not. There's no wood. It's very concrete brick. Nothing fancy. Very basic.
I'll just run my hands as I walk downwards. I'll just like run my hand against the brick wall.
Again, for you, you feel like almost like the building is singing to you.
I guess I feel kind of home.
You feel very home.
Yeah.
You feel like there's this soft. It's not whispers because it isn't a voice. It's not. It's not like that. It's like that pulse of a hunter power. You feel that lovely hum,
Hmm.
and you understand it. It's like a song. You understand the notes,
You
and
resonate.
you resonate with you. You feel like whatever that is what you are, and you're very linked.
Mm.
And it's a very you're coming home feeling. You feel very safe.
I think I like this place.
Knew you
Might
would.
not like that much, but in hunter terms, this is the Ritz.
Yeah, this is true.
As you come down to the landing, you see it's just 2 meters going 2 meters square room with another door, and it's not locked or anything. Again, you see it's safe house glyph is this is drawn on the door. And if you open it, you'll actually go directly into the room I described to Chase in the
Right.
last episode. It's a lot of these vaulted ceilings, like an old school massive wine cellar or storage for these massive buildings. So a lot of beams dividing in sections of room, and you see they've been set up like old blankets to divide areas off. You see some have built some wooden walls to maybe divide up some privacy for a bathroom or something. There's an old sink, like randomly in the middle of the room.
I go over there and turn on
It's
the water.
big. It's big. You can hear the pipe shiver and shake for a minute, and then crisp clear water comes out. After
Nice.
very brown water comes
Yeah,
out,
of course,
very
of course, of course.
clear water comes out.
Okay, well, looks like we
We've
got a
got
home base.
running water.
A couple of things, Chase.
Yeah.
We probably should move your van so it's not parked in front of the library, like put it somewhere else, because it might be. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
we can't shoot, might get noticed. So we should probably use alternative transport around town for a while as well to get what we need. Like probably. Well, you didn't see any phone lines or anything like that down here, did you?
Not
If
yet.
if people want to rummage around
Yeah,
and
definitely.
loot, if you like, we're gonna do some dungeon crawling, people. We all of a sudden changed game. You do perception alertness and you loot.
Well, I'm gonna look for the electrical outlets, phone outlets, stuff
No,
like phone
I'm
lines.
going out to the van to start bringing in the weapons.
Maybe you should back up the car.
Yes.
Just say it.
Yeah, doing that.
And I got 0 on any alertness, awareness, perception
But
roll. So
that.
I'm not seeing anything. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm just walking around.
But
A
I
bit
think that's kind of
overwhelmed.
I think that's kind of beautiful though because it gives it's like a coming to church moment for a very young defender coming to a very old defender did to protect a massive building. So it's kind of the building is singing to her. So I think she just soaks in the ambiance.
Mm.
Like the hairs on your arms are standing up and it just feels good. And you feel so shit for a couple of days though. It's nice to feel
Yeah.
good for
I
a
mean,
minute.
yeah, it's a bit horrible. So it's good to at least have some sense of safety, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Cal. What did we get?
I got 2 successes, a 10 and a 6.
All right. So tell me, what are we looking for first? You said electrical outlet.
Yeah, electrical outlets and or maybe like a phone outlet, like phone line outlet. Just thinking about possibly doing what.
All right. So,
Yeah.
what I guess would be easiest for you to find, obviously, is the light switch.
Mm.
And you see again these very dusty old light bulbs. You see one goes cracks immediately, but the other one they glimmer and they go on. What you see is like there's our electrical outlets. And when you chase it further down, you see there's also a old ass phone on a
Brilliant.
table.
I'm assuming that this could be hooked up to a fax machine. Gonna get chased to take a look at that. The lace is shaping up quite nicely. After that, I'll just walk around, take a look, check it, like inspecting what's here, seeing the cots, and just generally having a look to get an overview of the place.
You get the distinct feeling that there's been very different people staying here at different points because you've been to safe houses with Humpty before. Some never return and they leave their stuff, and it's almost like looking at two mausoleums sometimes if they haven't been removed. You see signs of both female and males have lived here. You see journals, you see pictures of loved ones, you see crucifixes, you see the David Star. Like people would leave some of their precious belongings. And also you see this massive table, I said, in the middle of the room where he was just basically gathering up stuff, and you see it's been disturbed and that the dust has been moved, that he grabbed a lot of stuff from.
Okay, well, probably should go through this stuff at one point and have some time and put away the private.
What you do see when you walk around, though, all of a sudden you see a very old television, but with a VCR.
Well, I'll be. Is it hooked up and like plugged in?
It looks like it's from the early
Do you need it?
early 80s.
I turn on the TV and turn on the VCR, see if they both fire up.
No.
Plugged in?
Yes. But when you look at it, you see rodents have chewed away at the cord.
So we're gonna need some new cord. Like all the way, or just parts of it? Like, is it possible to snip the cord and then just strip in and reattach them?
Yeah. If it's just been chewed over, like chewed, Done with that. Move on to the next.
Project for that. I open the input of the VCR and put my fingers in to feel if there is a tape inside or not.
There is a tape inside.
That plot thickens. Okay. We'll wait with that. Grace can probably hear if she's not completely awed of in awe of the place. Hear Cal muttering to himself as he's walking around, like sort of.
Hobblum, 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 hobblum.
But I mean, I know I haven't known these guys for a long time, but I think I'm pretty used to Cal mumbling. Like,
Yeah,
it's like a shh sound in my ears right now. It's like, oh, whatever.
Okay.
And he talks to himself continuously. This is what he does. And this is what he does as Chase is coming down with a lot of the gear from the van.
Who is eating a canto?
He's a Canadian canto.
He found some food. He found like 50-year-old crisps.
Jerky.
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 Very, very dry turkey, turkey burkey, if it's making that noise.
Yes.
All right.
Is it from the van?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not from here, I hope.
No.
That I hear and that I'll take. And that I'll feed to Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the time to tell you, Grace, that he makes his own?
He's lying. No, he's not.
Probably.
She lived on the
Is it?
street. She does not care.
It's raccoon.
It's
fine.
No, it's not.
Lucky, do you think?
Question, Chase.
No.
You're technically savvy.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. 3 things. I like that one. 1. There's no phone here. Yeah. I'll pick it up. Is there a ringtone on it?
Yes, there is actually.
Then I don't need to fix it.
No, but is there like is a number written on the telephone as one sometimes did in the old?
Oh, the old school phones, and this is the wheelie phone.
Yeah.
The one that you had to do.
Yeah, but you used to have a-
Yeah.
I'm used to have a spot on the
Underneath, you always.
You're making me feel old now, Katrina.
Bitch, please. Let's not talk about age. Does everybody want to get experience points? I think they better shut the fuck up about age right about now. But yeah, underneath the phone, they used to write the phone number directly to wherever the phone was placed. Yeah.
Okay,
Generally, if they're sensible, they did that.
Great. We don't. That's a contact line for the janitor. Then the point was, Chase, that is it possible to hook this up to a fax machine?
Probably not.
Because he wanted us to fax the maps and the.
Does
Well,
Chase know this? Or is he just making shit up?
I can do a
Inside
roll.
check.
I can do a roll. Technology.
In technology.
And I have the floor. What's it called?
No.
Yes, I do.
No, Cal, why did you ask him? He's shit.
Yeah, then.
Fucking hell. You'd be better served asking Grace.
Yeah, incompetent
lucky.
technology.
But yeah, but that would be fun though, with it.
So,
I mean,
what's the normal difficulty for that? 6? Yeah,
6.
and I actually have 1 success, 1 8. So that will be the success because of my incompetence. So
Okay,
yeah, maybe you can. I thought not, but maybe yeah.
your
probably is
confidence
something.
is really, really inspiring, Chase.
Yeah, you trust that shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've seen the guy trying to use a waffle iron, so.
Then why did you ask the man?
Because
I should
he's
deduct experience
stupid.
points from you now.
Mm-hmm.
Bad player.
Because Cal used to actually hit the head for a living, and then he spent 4 years in prison. It's not like he's got any.
I should be happy he know who these people are.
Yeah.
Who are
And secondly, do you have any tools like a wire stripper or like that?
Yeah, I've just
yeah.
brought in the guns first, and I drop 4 big bags on the floor. I'll get
What's
the tools.
scarier, Chase? Your gun collection and this job.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll
But
get
you
the
need them
tools.
guns.
Oh yeah.
It's shitloads of guns. It's
So yeah,
4
Grace,
big,
you see that.
big,
Yeah.
Don't like
big.
guns. Still don't like. Really don't like guns.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, he brings all of the stuff in. We don't have to play that by real time.
No, I
And
take at least 4 trips back and
yeah,
forth and
yeah,
empty the van.
I'll help him.
yeah. So I'm guessing also because you have a storm kitchen, I'm guessing you're setting up for some basic, just to get
Yeah,
some maybe
water
some
boiler,
some soup going, like some coffee. Just
chocolate,
getting
always
yeah,
chocolate.
chocolate. Just to get eat when you can, sleep when you can.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a soldier lifestyle. While Cal is fiddling away at the cords to the TV and the VCR.
stripping the wire bits and then reconnecting them, and then use some tape to insulate them so they're not getting no crust. It's fairly easy. I mean, it's connecting to. Though if actually I'm not, but though actually he might not be the best person for doing this. So, Grace, could I borrow you for like a second?
Sure. I'll go over and.
You're young and technically inclined, right? I mean, you probably know this better than me.
You have fingers.
I'm not going to bring that up.
What are you asking?
I want to reconnect these wires so I can hook the television and the VCR up and play whatever is on the tape in the VCR. But I'm not.
And you want me to do what?
Do you know if it's safe just connecting these two wires? Like, I mean, shouldn't that just work? I mean, they are just been chewed over by rats or something, mice or something like that. I mean, in theory, I mean,
I don't know.
because we could get.
Do I look like a person who knows this?
Well, it's either asking you or Chase, and
Okay.
Chase doesn't really inspire confidence in the area.
Are they connected to power? I think that's the thing, right?
You can't disconnect them from like the
So
socket.
maybe that's what we start. Disconnect them so you don't get electrocuted. Because I don't really want to heal you again tonight.
Yeah, I just finally got over that burn as well. So.
Oh, that looks better.
Yeah, he's healing. He will scar a bit. That's just the name of the game.
Scars are cool.
I'll go over and disconnect it from whatever power source.
You don't trust him, like
Nope.
out of the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a wits roll based, perhaps? I mean,
Well, she did it for you, because she's got common sense. But if you guys want to fix it, you can pool your dices. One of those situations where you actually can put together your dices if you have technology, craft, intelligence. Intelligence.
You can have two from me.
You don't have technology.
Okay.
Craft.
No, this is top theory, but I'm not going to try because I don't want to burn down a recently acquired. So I guess we'll just have to bite the bullet and ask Chase. Either that or get the power cord.
If you're gonna ask Chase, you're gonna roll a goddamn bit.
Yeah.
Okay, the power cord to the VCR that's been shot over, is that hard?
He'll lick it and then he'll like and in the wall.
But like power cord for the VCR, is that hard wired into the VCR, or is it like possibly to remove the entire power cord?
You can remove the cord from the VCR.
Okay, but not from the telly, I'm assuming.
No, not from the telly.
So we'll just need a new cord and potentially a new television. That I can acquire on my own.
Are you asking me to steal stuff for you?
Oh no, I don't need you to steal anything, Grace. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
I can fix that on my own.
I'm just gonna say, you guys dodged a roll so hard when I said intelligence, technology, or craft. You would have said dancing around, like never mind what the GM is saying. Screw her. We're gonna find another way. We're not gonna fuck it up.
SMRT.
Knowing limitations. It's all about knowing your limitations.
I love it. I'll give you a mad props for that because you just danced around it and you were not rolling on that and you found the solution. Buy another television. I salute you. You're gonna do it with Chase's money.
Buy. Borrow.
Borrow. But is this plan of doing that like finding a pawn shop tonight, or are you just R&R resting up? winding down.
No, when he's carried everything out in and got the car out of the way, I think we're gonna do a little power. I'll just like Cal just. Well, okay, let's do a little power and get our bearings here, because now we
Yeah.
got a place to work from. Now we gotta. It's getting late. It's getting like it's evening. now.
Eight-ish,
Yeah.
yeah.
I parked the
I'm
car
assuming that
2 blocks away, by the way.
it might be too late to try to hit up the offices of Mr. Chuck.
Yeah.
Depends. If
It's
bouncer nighttime, it's their
Yeah.
office hours.
But I'm guessing like it depends on the office hours. We could try it out, I guess. Yeah, but most likely because by the time we get there, people with bonuses might already be starting to be like assigned work. So I don't think we should be hoping of getting anything today. But like,
maybe you can get it for tomorrow.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
And
So
we can try to find the place and try to just scope it out.
yeah, another point of interest though, the last victim of the suicide, Mr. Brennan, is still not in the ground, and the general would like us to try to procure the autopsy report and maybe even view his body if that's possible. I'm assuming like sneaking into the morgue, just flashing off your credentials is something you could do, Chase. I mean, you might still
It's
pass.
a 50-50 pass, get arrested, doing hard time. I don't know how.
Don't be such a sissy. Come on,
Yeah.
you can do it. No, but like I mean, trying to find out. I mean, if there's, I think it said something about probably treating that as a suicide as a potential suspicious death. So
Yeah.
probably still at the morgue, which guessing like from what I remember with Boston, I think I'm pretty sure hospital that would be at. Connie Morgue would be at, and I'm guessing doing this in the as late as possible is a good idea. I mean, when few people are at work, when you can easily talk yourself away into it. So
Yeah, just before the shift ends, and it's more easy to fast talk
yeah,
whoever is in there, and then
'cause-
it's maybe it's just the porter,
yeah.
and not the doc.
But I think it's probably a good idea if you don't. I mean, it's just, one thing is to fast talk you past it, but if we're gonna drag along me and Grace, that's probably gonna be a bit well.
No, but there is always a witness, that need to identify.
Yeah. Grace is sort of almost the right
Yeah.
age where for being like potentially public. That's not too stupid.
As MRT.
So what, are you
Should we
going
try
here
it,
as
Hunter? Should
a
you
witness or as his sister or what?
class?
Or
I mean, he went to
Either
a
or.
co-ed school. He could be a classmate.
yeah,
What was the name of school again?
Damn it! Did I get?
Catholic Church.
but
damn it, Catholic Church.
Yeah, Catholic Church, the Bishop and the Pope Church. School. That one.
GM, did the news article specify which of the school the different books
You-
went to?
Yes,
You was it Emmanuel, right?
It said Emmanuel.
Yes, Emmanuel.
Yeah, he went to Emmanuel College.
Okay.
So should we divide you up and conquer, or should we all hit one place first and then
Does
the other?
Catholic girls wear my kind of outfits? I'm sorry. I'm just
It's
putting
up
it out
to you.
there.
I think I mean Catholics are allowed to dress
Casual.
casual after school. It's just
Like
just
a goth punk kind of girl. Cool.
We're gonna do
Yep.
research at the school though. We could send Grace in as a potential transfer, in which case we will need a school uniform. I'm not quite sure how the Emmanuel College or Joseph Pratt's uniform looks, but that shouldn't be too hard to find out.
No, but it's a bit late for that, and
Oh yeah, today, yeah, but later in the week.
yeah.
Oh, like
But first we'll try to hit the morgue and
But are you gonna divide your forces? I need to know. Is the plan?
we
Is that I
dare?
understood? Yeah, well, that's up to you. It is his Boston.
could be
But-
bugging around on our own. I mean,
yeah.
we've been here we've been here for less than 3 days, and we only had 2 major fights. It's 2 incidents.
Major. No, we stick together.
All right then. So which ones would you guys want to do first?
I think we'll hit the
Maybe
bouncer.
you're
Bouncer?
bouncers first, before that
Right.
gets too late and everybody's out of the office.
Well, let's see if we can find the. We have the phone number for it. Let's see if we can find the address to go
But
with
you
that.
have the phone number.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And there's something very nice at this time in 1993. You could call someone
Yep.
with a number,
Hello,
and they
operator.
would actually give you the address.
They would actually pick up the phone.
They would pick up the phone, and you would actually talk to a physical human being. It's amazing. But before we're going to do that, because the scenes are going to change dramatically when you get the information and you actually start to venture out into the world again from the safe burrows of the Boston Library. We're going to have a small break before we go into the next round so people can get what to drink or have a pee or whatever they need to do. And we'll be back in very, very shortly for more fun in Hunter the Reckoning. Welcome back from the break. We are going to rejoin our hunters as they are preparing to venture into the Boston night and see if they can gather more information on the upcoming mystery. So we're going to go directly into the scene right prior to they leaving the Boston Public Library. We're going to directly into the scene.
Well, I'm just gonna check out to see if we can get the number then. Find out if it's a home
Yeah.
number, if it's his.
I'll go get
Oh.
the car in the meantime.
Yeah. So I call up the operator and hear if I can find out an address to go along.
Yep. You got operator.
Hello, operator. I got a phone number here for a friend, but was supposed to meet up with, but I don't actually know where to live. Can you tell me the address belonging to this number, please?
Sure. Can you give me the number, sir?
Yeah, it's 555-18-2451.
Can hear like very long nails clicking on the board. Oh, all right. That would be Cheshire Street, 10. It's a public residence, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, and have a nice evening.
You too, sir. Bye.
Okay, so it's private address. I think I'm gonna go out and call him, but I'm gonna use the payphone side. I don't want any potential lines coming back to calls being made from inside the library. So I'm gonna
Inside the library.
payphone side and dial a number.
All right. So he's going to venture out. As he does that, are you also, because you were exiting the chase to get the car, Grace, on the other hand, are you staying put? Are you moving with one
Yeah,
of the...
no, I think I'll stay put and I'll go around and just like look at what I hope to find the glyphs that's in there, just because this is kind of like she finds it very interesting, and just
What you do spot, you see a lot of glyphs and writing actually on the pillars and on the walls. Different glyphs, just written, not the one that shines, but just people writing glyphs. And you see a lot of different meaning. You see imbued. You see almost like somebody's been practicing writing them.
okay.
Safe house, danger, wrath, undead. Hive.
Is Cal? Have you left? I'm sorry. Have you left your little notebook, or is it somewhere in the library? Like, you left it, or is it on you? Do you have it with you?
I probably don't have it with me now because probably took it out to write on the address for Mr. Hazel, Chuck Hazel. So it's probably by the phone.
Okay. If it's there, I'll take it, and I'll just, because I want to just see if I can actually write them, or if if there is a connection there. I want to see. I want to test myself.
You start practicing to see.
I'm just thinking of like words and seeing if I can, trace these things without.
If they come very natural to you as you look at them, that's it. Almost like they make perfect sense. But you almost like you feel like you're on the precipice of understanding a language.
Right. Because
like
she's really good at languages, but I think what she really, really, really likes about this is the fact that she understands it without, like, she doesn't have to read a lot of words, but she actually understands it. Just comes to her. Like,
and it's almost like she's like, as I said, as a precipice of where she can actually write other ones. It's like naturally she feels she understands the construction of them and how this will be understood by other hunters. It's a very, again, it's one of the parts of being a hunter power, is been giving this like a dead divine language in a way. But she's almost like she's right there before she understands like the codes to actually being able to write different ones that other hunters will understand.
It gives her quite a confidence boost because she's not really good at reading. So this is like awesome.
Yeah, it's somebody giving you like a capacity, a different limb, as I said. But the hunter power is almost like you grow a second arm. Oh shit! I know how to use this arm. It's that kind of feeling. It's empowering, most definitely. So, Chase, you get the car. Cal, you go outside to the phone booth, and you're gonna make another call.
Yeah, I'm gonna call up Mr. Chuck Sweetheart Hazel.
It rings almost like 7, 8 times, and you're getting a bit like discouraged until you hear very rushed somebody say, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah. What's up? What's up? I'm on my way out. What are you calling now?"
Oh, I'm sorry to disturb you, Mr. Hazel, but my name is Donovan. I'm a former boxer, and I got your number from about boxing mate of mine. He said you're potentially hiring people for bouncing jobs, and I'm back in Boston. I could use a job, and well, I got the experience.
The Saudi
Yeah,
cow?
yeah, that's right. Ah, good to hear
Man, I
you
thought
can
you were
remember.
dead in prison.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave that out, but that was totally unrelated to any bouncing activities. Most assured. I'm now a fully rehabilitated human being.
I will not pass any judgment on any fellow fighter. I just say that then you can scrap and you're used to a tough and sticky real life situation. Because damn, some of them boxers they might be able to dance in the ring, but they don't know fucking how to toe when somebody springs out a knife on you.
Ah,
For
true
God
that, true
sakes,
that.
a gun. So
Yep,
then
no,
you know some shit, dude.
yep, I got the experience needed that. So I mean, I was hoping that if you had anything available,
Uh, um,
I'll
uh,
work it.
are you in town now?
Yeah,
Like this
got in
minute?
town. Yeah, I got in town 2 days ago. So I've been catching up with some old friends and stuff like that, and now I'm trying to get some gainful employment.
All right, all right, all right. Do you know the bar, the Bronco?
Bronco, do I remember it? Is it something that
Yeah,
rings? Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah. I remember
a
Bronco.
dive bar, a very for like old timers. It's a bit dirty and dark, but you know some old timers, fighters, bouncers know of it. The
Mm.
Bronco is it's it's not for the students, if you
No,
like.
no. It's, yeah, I remember that. That's still ongoing. Oh, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Never
You know what?
changed.
I have a what you want to yeah, like an office on the second floor,
Ah,
where I do all my business from. So yeah, if you're in town, I'm on my way there right now. I thought you were one of my workers calling in
ah.
because I'm putting up assignments for tonight. So yeah, hit me up.
Ah,
Come on
great.
by.
Yeah, I'll swing by in not too long.
Oh,
An
I'll
hour.
be there. I'll be there, man. I'll be there.
Grand.
Fucking hell,
Thank
this
you very much.
Saudi
Looking,
shit.
looking forward to seeing
Welcome,
you, man.
right, brother?
Well, that went better than
Click.
I hoped. And then I'll jog back inside in the warmth.
Yeah. At that time, Chase has come around with the car, and Grace, are you then just sitting writing, or are you moving outside as well?
I'm moving. I mean, he probably said 5 minutes, so I'll
Yeah, yeah. Are
take
you are
5 minutes.
you taking Lucky with you, or are you leaving her behind?
No, I'm leaving her behind. I don't think she has any place at, yeah,
She's
the
laying
morgue.
on her back, paws in the air, and she's like, "Yeah, mom, I'm out. I'm out."
Yeah.
I'll just pop right in. Carol's gonna get a couple of his one set of brass knuckles and one set of cold iron knuckles and put them in his jacket pockets in case something happens.
All right. So you all reconvene in the car, at the
Yep.
van.
I got my badge and what used to be my service weapon.
I tried like brush my hair with my fingers in the window reflection.
Trying not to look like you've been through the ringer.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go and ask a roll out of you, Chase, to know would be a natural place for you to find a morgue.
Let me think. That would be wits streetwise maybe,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's not or intelligence.
or intelligence.
Do you have investigation? That's a part of.
Yeah. Well, those are both the same.
Yeah.
I'm not so smart, you know.
SMRP.
2 nines.
Too nice. A good guess would be Boston Memorial.
Yeah. I think so. The university hospital or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Yeah, I got an address for Mr. Hazel's office. He's hanging out above the bar called the Bronco,
Okay.
and He definitely looks sounding like I might get a posting, get a job. He's interested,
Ah, sweet.
so hopefully that will pan out. He's on his
So
way
maybe
over there
you
now.
can pay back some of the money you owe me.
I have no recollection of ever having borrowed any money from you, Chase.
Well, next time you're buying coffee.
So I don't know. You want to check out the morgue before we head there? I don't know how long it's going to take. Nah, it's probably going to be taking about half an hour, something like that to get.
I think we can take your pal first.
No, Grant. Oh, my pal. I know the name, never know the guy.
Well, he's supposed to be your pal now. Tomorrow he's your pal, best friend.
I'm gonna give him my best grin.
No, don't do that.
So you know where the Bronco is, yeah?
I have no idea.
Looking at Grace. You heard it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about-
I'll give them direction to
Yeah,
it.
it's not too far from the gym actually you were earlier because it's a part of like the old boxing community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bronco is, and you, Grace, know that you were told that's not a place for girls.
Right.
Don't go to the Bronco.
Yeah.
It's
I guess it's kind of I'll stay in the car sort of place.
sort of kind of, yeah.
Can be a bit rough.
I think it's best for both of us to stay in the car.
Yeah.
He's the one who's going to get a job.
All right. So the Bronco
There are no
outside.
werewolves in there.
It's red brick building, but it's soothed down with the traffic of the streets. The windows are matted very hard. Nobody's cleaned these for ages. It says Bronco in a Western font. It looks like a Western bar.
Nice.
You know.
No.
It really isn't. It's got like a Bronco hanging off the wall with a shoe horse underneath where it says Bronco in it.
Do
But
they
it's
have like a riding bull?
But the thing is for some mysterious reason, Cal, you hear horses for a second when you look at the place.
Well, I'll be damned. Follow the horses.
Almost for a split of a second, you felt somewhere they were running behind, like past you, far away, because you almost like you heard hoofs running.
Cal goes a bit like pensive and sort of narrows his eyes and. Okay, great. I'll go in. I got a bad feeling about this.
You go in, and this is a classic dive bar scenario. It has the Western theme is running through. It's got this long brown dark wooden bar with stools in deep ruby red leather. It probably was shiny and beautiful at one point, but now the upholstery is poking out, and they've just used duct tape to cover up the holes in, so it looks like shit. You have spit buckets on the floor, actually.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's trash. And then you have like a massive mirror with all the bottles, and it's just shit brands except for the whiskeys.
Okay.
They're good. And there's no booths. There's just tables, like old school Western bar.
Is there like a stair up, like a stairs up?
Classic Western bar. You have these wooden stairs that would take you up to where the ladies of the night would treat their gentlemen. Clearly now it's just for office space or storage or whatever.
I'll head over and I'll like the bartender and say, "Could I have a shot of bourbon, please?
Washing a glass.
Could I get a shot of bourbon, please?" And I hand out like
Coins.
yeah, pay with coins, pay with quarters. Line him up.
He's kind of giving you that. This is not the first time I've seen this case.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a big fellow. He's got the moustache. He's got no hair. He's got the shirt and the suspenders, and he's a burly fellow, very Bronson kind of looking fellow.
Yeah.
He turns back and he takes a single malt and gives you the classic pour.
Yeah.
and shoves it over and grabs the coins,
Cheers.
which he
And
counts.
when he's counting and not looking at me, he like just goes like that, and he goes to down it all. But instead of drinking it, since he's on the wagon, he just pours it into the piss.
In the piss bucket. Let's piss
Oh, that hit
piss
the
bucket.
spot. I've got a meeting with Mr. Hazel. Is he up at his office now?
It's like this guy doesn't use his words a lot. He just nods and he
Well, I smile and should give him
the wink and the gun.
and then I jog up the stairs.
They
The
creak
front
very,
floor.
very, very revealingly, like crick, crick,
Mm.
crick, 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 crick.
Like almost at the point where you're suspecting people have intentionally lose them to make it quite clear when someone's descending or ascending the stairs.
Yeah. If somebody's like sneaking up because some bad business gone wrong, you don't want to get caught.
No.
Put your pants down. So you see there's different signs on the 4 or 5 doors down the railing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see it says Hazel Security.
I'll knock on that one.
And it's a classic like detective door where you have the glass and you have like the blinders.
I knock on the wood on the side of the door, not the glass.
Yeah.
And
What up?
Alright. Evening. We spoke on the phone earlier?
And you recognize this fellow. He looks like Meatloaf, the singer Meatloaf. But the thing is, he's got anything but love. But he's got no hair on top, but he's got hair from there down, which is long. And he's a very full man. And his nose has been broken so many times, his bitch is basically, it's completely flat, and his ears are just a mess. And yeah, because of the scar tissue on his eyebrows, he looks like a Neanderthal meatloaf. It's a good description, Neanderthal meatloaf. The office is a mess. It's got bottles everywhere, papers everywhere, and it's a desk. And it's got like folders in a shelving, but you don't think there's anything in them.
Mm.
It's fax machines and 3 phones on the desk in front of him, and he's smoking profusely.
Yeah.
Like
as quickly as like I give him a hi there, and there's a little unboxing.
he gives you that.
And when I do that, I scan the room because he's talking about putting up postings. So see if he actually has got like a chalkboard where he writes down names, or he says put on a list to see.
No,
there's a name, name both of people working and club.
Yeah, there's a cork board.
Yeah.
To your left, a big cork board. It says names of places, and then you see he pins names and times.
Yeah. I quickly scan down the list of places. Do I see the object of our inquiries?
Do a quick perception alertness, because there's a lot of information.
Yeah, a lot of names. A lot of
names. Yeah.
Fingers crossed then. Oh, 1 success. Not really.
Maybe because there's so much stuff, and he's very loud, and there's a very smelly loud man, and it's a very crowded, messy space. You think you saw something second to the last row.
I can check it out later. It's not important.
But he's like, sit down, my brother. Now, I'm not even gonna ask. I know you like the sauce. Give me a second. I got something Scottish.
Oh, grand.
He grabs a bottle of Scottish whiskey and he does a big pour. It's to the rim. Slides it over to the rim to himself, and he's like, "Cheerio, Miss Sophie."
Oh, great seeing a familiar face from the circuit. It's good being back.
He downs the hatch and he's like wipes his big old face.
When he downs the hatch, like, I'm guessing he knocks his head back.
Yeah,
so like spill a bit of it out, so it looks like he had a sip. Yeah. Oh, that's some proper whiskey there. It's been a long time since I had something that good.
It's okay. Why are you being careful with the sauce, my man? I remember you were like legends about you tearing shit up.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about that. But being here, I'm seeking gainful employment. I thought I should should hold back a little, at least until the job's done and the deal's done, and maybe I got myself a job and I got something to celebrate with.
All right, all right, all right. So what are you looking for? Are you looking for personal security, the
Well,
club
bouncing
scene?
probably would be good. Looking, I like to work nights, work late. So I'm a bit of a night owl these days. So someplace where I could man the door, keep an eye on things. Good clientele and stuff like that to begin with. No, so, I mean, if you're gonna do personal security, I gotta go moving on people's schedules. Gotta get up in the morning
All
early.
right, all right. I hear you. I hear you. You got to get that coin. You got to get that coin. I get you. I get you. So yeah, I got this new place called it's called the Purple Beach.
Purple Beach. Well, that sounds great. What sort of places? I've never. It must be new. I haven't heard about it.
It's one of them disco joints that play that new disco thing.
Well, judge not, judge not is my motto.
What is it? It's very loud and very repetitive beat, and they have like smoke. It's not my thing, but
No,
yeah.
not me, not mine either. You know me.
But yeah, Purple Beach. Yeah. I could get you on the books tonight, my man.
Oh well, that sounds good actually. Could you definitely use the money. So I'm eager to start.
Yeah. Since this is your first gig, we're not gonna fuss around with like tax and all that stuff. We're gonna do it by hand. Here is the address, and
Thank
here
you.
is the card. I think it's Big Bob Johnson that's in the door. He will hook you up with everything you
Right.
need because you're gonna need. They have these very beachy shirts that the bouncers wear.
Ah, well, not a problem at all. But I think
It's
better than Prison Grey.
it's not really my one. I just got the booking.
Mm.
I prefer the more, the high end places because
Yeah,
the
I can see it.
tipping is better. I'll say the
Oh, of
tipping
course.
is better. You know
Oh,
them rich folk. They want to keep
love to get my
the
head on
broke
that Richmond money. That's
side.
definitely so. If you ever need someone to fill in on one of those places, let me, and I'll lean forward and I'll write my name down on a piece of paper, and I'll walk over to the court. Should I just tag myself up here then?
You just leave it with me,
And
Cal.
when I'm doing that, I'm scanning at the place where I thought I saw maybe saw the name of the club.
You see a V, just a V,
V.
and
Okay,
then you see a name,
and the name is,
David Harrison.
but no address.
No.
But apparently he's. I walk over to him and thanks. Then I take up the glass. Sure.
Hey,
She can get herself a refill.
yeah,
And then,
free fills and then wee, and you choo.
yeah. Well, thank you. Well, I better best be getting on my way then. Gotta go earn those dollars. And thanks, man. I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. It's not always easy getting a job being an ex-con, so
he
I do
gets up and
appreciate
his big belly bounces his desk,
Mm.
and he leans over to grab you with his stinky armpits and his smelly chest hair, and he grabs you. And that second, I would like you to do a perception awareness.
awareness.
Yeah.
Right. Oh. Well, that's about 2 successes.
As it does so, you almost like you're being turned towards the board again.
Yeah.
And where the V was, you see letters from different parts of the board gather to the notepad or the note where the V was. And you see that they scramble into something else.
And it's
It says, the dead eat, the dead feeds. And then you get an address.
and the address is.
It's downtown. I don't have the address directly in front of me, but I'll give it
Yeah.
to you.
But
But
I'll
it's
remember. He sort of repeats it to himself inside his head a couple of times, so he knows that that'll stick, to put it like that. And then
it's downtown. It's literally downtown in the Boston Common area.
Well, thank you. I'll be going on my way then. And see you later, boss.
My man, my man.
And then I jog out and down and back out to the street to
Quick, quick,
have
quick,
a
quick,
breath.
quick. Oh. He's away probably around 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Not an alarming amount of time, but enough time for you guys to
Start
you
drumming
feel
on the steering
yeah,
wheel and
yeah.
get a bit antsy.
I would like Grace to do because are you sitting just in the dark? Are you looking out the window? What you doing?
I'm just looking out the window.
All right
Yeah.
then, do a perception alertness.
I won. I
One
saved it.
success.
Yeah, I got 2 successes, but I won. So, yeah, 1 success.
It's one of them incidences where you feel like you missed something, but in the
Like I
corner.
forgot something at home.
No, because your eye catches something, but it feels like there was like you see or you hear the end of a conversation. It's that feeling like somebody's had a conversation and then you just
Right.
see the end of the conversation because you look out the window. It's not really snowing because it's very clear, and all of a sudden you just see this very beautiful blonde-haired young woman embracing what you think was a boy for a second, but like actually when you see at last you see the end of the conversation, you see it's a girl with short hair. Her hair is buzz cut on the side, and she's got a purple, longish hair falling down over her face. And they embrace and they kiss very passionately, and they walk off hand in hand.
I think because well, I think she wished she could have lingered longer on the moment and kind of wish she had someone like that.
Yeah, it was you had a glimmer into somebody else's life where two young lovers
Yeah.
met up, but you just saw the last bit of the conversation in a way before they
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
I'm staring over to the entrance of the bar, almost waiting for a fight to erupt.
Yeah.
Are we there yet?
Oh yeah. As she said that, you see the door opens and Carol comes, determined, rushing out.
Start up the
Hello.
car.
Ooh. Okay.
So, are you now employed?
Yeah, I'm gainfully employed. I'm a useful member of society. And about that, I think
makes one of us.
if you guys could drop me off at the at this club where they want me to, where he wanted me to camp, the Purple
Yeah, of course.
Beach, because
You
I can.
work tonight?
Yeah, he put me on tonight. Not only because I need money, but I'm guessing I could. There's also he'll already get one guy on the door, so I might get some more information there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to scan it for the club, but the only thing I got is this V, like that's probably V because VIP or something. Or at least someplace being anonymized, which had the name David Harrison on it, so I could probably like fish for something about him as well.
David
But I had
Harrison.
a bit of a message from the Heralds when I was in there as well. It gave me
Okay.
an address when it said the dead eat, the dead feeds. I got an address. That might be the place, but I don't want. I mean, there's no point in going there now anyway, because first of all, it's too early. I don't want to. I want to get some more info first, and you guys
Yeah,
really should
of course.
do more. So
We're
you
going
could
to
drop
the
me
work.
off beach for my first paying gig in a long time.
Yeah, how long has it been? 4, 5?
Well, we did some of that. We did that. Some of that. You know, some of that underground boxing in Detroit. That paid money. Not as much legal and gainfully employed, but
It was
though
money.
unstable.
Well,
Really?
to
Okay.
the Purple Nurple.
The purple nurple. All right, then. I might be wrong now, so anybody correct me if I am wrong. But as far as I understand, there's a place called Artillery Row in Boston. From the 70s up was a place for clubs and bars. I think it was called Artillery Row, and this is where it is because this is where all the clubs and pubs are.
Mm.
A lot of serial killer back in the day would prowl this area. Oh, and
As well.
just trivia, if it's called Artillery Road, I think it was called that. But this is where Purple Beach is in a massive row of other clubs where you have a lot of students, you have a lot of going on. We are on, because you got here on, I think we're on a Wednesday now. Is that right?
We got
I've lost track of time.
Yeah,
we
I've
got it on
no
Thursday,
clue.
didn't we? We got
Both
it in on the
player
Thursday
and
and on
character.
Friday, Sunday.
Let's say it's Tuesday. Is that what you just said?
We'll say Tuesday. So it's Tuesday. It's a very slow day. Maybe that's why you got the booking,
Mm-hmm.
because it's a matter of testing you out. You see, it's one of them shitholes where only young people want to go and drink because it's neon and loud and you can't talk and it's very plasticky.
Yeah.
It's very date rapey. It's very shitty.
Yeah, well.
It's crap.
Chase, we don't have to go in there, do we?
Nope.
You're not getting in there. No fucking way. Okay, so you guys go and do your thing and swing by later.
Yeah.
You
So-
sure you don't need backup?
It's got these disgusting purple palm trees outside the entrance to the club.
No, but the place can
Oh.
get some good taste.
Yeah. So we're gonna do yours. Your Cal is gonna be very short and sweet because
Yep.
you're just doing recons. We're not gonna play out your Bunser work night because that's
No.
redundant.
I'm just gonna walk up and greet up Big Bob Johnson and say hi. Hey, security, send me. I'm gonna work the dog with you this evening, and just try to have a good night, to have a small conversation about him, about security, and talk about, see if I can steer a conversation to pick up some information about a certain
All right.
person, and that's it. You don't really
Okay.
need to act.
So what I want to do then, because it's not something a scene we really need to play out, I'd rather you roll it.
Yep.
You do rolls. Tell me what you're rolling, and then give me your successes after I'm done with them, and I'll give you the information you get based on it. You're gonna do 2 rolls, right?
Yeah.
And if it's charisma manipulation, I need you to tell me what you're gonna use,
Yeah.
and then you tell me the successes after I'm done with them.
Yep.
All
I'm
right?
gonna roll. I think I'm gonna go. You're gonna go for the manipulation subterfuge approach.
Yeah, but that's a good one. So you can roll them now. You can wait because we're gonna go to the Boston Memorial scene first.
Yep, that's fine. I roll
Yep.
them. I'll give you the success there.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Boston Memorial, Tuesday, big city. It's gonna be busy.
Yeah, I guess so. Usually the morgue is sub-level.
It's very sub-level. How do you plan on getting there, and which way are you thinking you're gonna get?
I'm going to go through the main entrance, and
All right,
have
so
my
you're-
badge in my my belt, and have my
Do you have to
belt
cuff
and
me?
my no, and my gun visible, so that it looks like I'm actually a cop working.
All right. Yep.
They always
Uh,
cuff people on TV, don't they?
yeah, but you're not a suspect. You're a witness.
Witness to a suicide? Does suicides have witnesses?
Well, not necessarily a witness to the suicide, but a person who has known this person and need to identify certain aspects of the body. So there is going to be a body, and the body is going to be pale and full of blue marks, probably, and other ugly stuff. If you need to
All right.
throw up, do that. Preferably
I'm good.
as visible as possible.
Oh. So you
So,
want me to throw up?
Are you gonna have a game plan before you go in?
I don't need you to throw up, but it's always distraction. It will
Okay.
probably get the guy running for a bucket and a mop or something, and to wash this, and then we can have the time to steal or copy the files.
Mm-hmm. Grace will ponder on how the heck she's going to vomit.
Okay, so
On the
you're
way.
not. Yeah, so you are wanting to view the corpse.
Yeah, the corpse and the
File.
file.
Autopsy file.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right then. So you go in. It's a busy hospital. The front desk is massive.
Yeah, I'm actually counting on that because then they will be stressed, and I
Oh,
will
there's a
talk.
lot of people coming and going. People sitting and waiting. There's also a different area. You go one way, you go to a trauma area. The other way is for admission. It's a lot of hub and bub going on.
Yeah.
And you see there's 3 different ladies in the front desk, if you like.
Yeah, I'm
Glass.
just going over there, and I speak really fast, and I do this with yeah. Now I just speak really fast, asking where the direction to the morgue. The captain sent me.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I need the direction to the morgue. The captain sent me to take a witness down to the morgue to check out a body.
All right. I want you to roll on it still, though, because these are seasoned nurses.
Yeah, of course I use a willpower for this. Because I need that, because I get 1 success.
Oh, okay. She squints her eyes. And who are you gonna view in the morgue?
Oh, there was this this suicide 3 days ago. Young man, really ugly case.
Do-
But there is a person who might have some information, but needs to check out some markings or some tattoos in the body.
Sir, I'm sorry to say we have a lot of suicide in this city. I need more
Young boy,
specification.
17 years old, 18 maybe 16, I don't know.
Do you have a name of this
17.
boy?
Oh, what was the name of your friend? Your friend? Name?
Brandon.
Brandon. Yeah.
Brandon. You
Brandon,
see, she
Brennan.
Brennan. All right. And what district are you from, sir?
No, I'm actually I've brought this witness from Chicago.
From Chicago.
Yeah. I'm in a hurry because we need to catch a plane back. Sorry about that. I'm not really
All
trying to be
right.
yelly. I'm just trying because I'm really stressed because this.
Sorry,
Have you tried
sir?
to be to
Sir,
17-year-old?
Sir,
Sorry.
I'm gonna call up Dr. Cotton. He is an administrator of the morgue. Give me 2 seconds, please.
2 seconds, right? Okay, I'll.
He turns very slowly. She's very old. She's got like purple pink hair.
I start pacing back and forth.
She puts on her glasses and she's like, pushes a button. Dr. Cotton is one of the head nurses in the front desk. I have a detective. What's your name?
Detective Chase.
What, sir?
Detective Chase.
Darren Chase. Detective Darren Chase from the
I'm from the Chicago PD.
Chicago PD. He says he's got
South office.
someone south something. He says he's here with a witness for the David Brendan suicide. Some viewing of. Why are you what?
This is a police technicality. I'm sorry, but I can't review too much.
She says I'm not privy to information, Dr. Carlton. Could you please come to the head main entrance to the nurse's station?
Continue pacing.
If
Okay, thank you, Dr. Carlton. Okay. Could you just take a seat to your left, sir?
Thank you very much.
All right then.
So I go to the left and I start pacing.
I'll if she's turned around, like when she's not looking, I'll kind of like tuck his jacket and like, what are we doing in Chicago?
I was just I forgot everything. I'm sorry.
Okay, so maybe this. I'm Annabelle. Okay,
Yeah, you're Annabelle.
Annabelle
sure.
Harris. Yes, maybe my parents live in Chicago,
Yeah.
and I was home
Yeah.
during that weekend.
You're smart. You're smarter
But
than
I
me.
was his girlfriend, so that's why it's me and not some other rando kid here.
Yeah. You're smart.
Good coping. Good coping, young one. Good coping.
You're smarter. Smarter than me.
When someone doesn't.
When someone fuck us up, jump on in. It takes around 15 minutes, and you see a very long, dangly gentleman. He's very salt and pepper hair, a full beard, and glasses, very thick glasses. He comes with a clipboard, and he moves like he's got all the time in the world. He's got very long hands.
Mm.
And he refers to the lady in the nurse's station where in the front desk, and she points, and he takes his sweet ass time and comes on over.
I continue the pacing. I never stand still.
I would be the head doctor of the ward,
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
administrator.
Detective Chase from Chicago PD. I've got brought with me the girlfriend of this young man, Mister. Oh, what's his name?
Brandon Brennan.
Brandon Brennan.
Respect the dead, please, sir.
Sorry, miss. This is the girlfriend of the deceased.
Ex-girlfriend.
I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm Dr. Carlton.
Yeah, I was called in to because she might have some information about
Oh, well, this
something.
is, of course, this you know, it's an ongoing investigation. Would you please follow me? It was a bit more private.
Of course.
Thank you, sir.
You see, he's writing on his clipboard. I guess you have your credentials ready, he says.
To both of us, or to the.
I need to do another subterfuge here.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
You don't have a badge?
Oh, I have my badge. I have that visible in my belt.
Yeah, well, he just asks for
Yeah,
them.
so I just give him shows him the badge.
And it's a real one, obviously. So
Yeah.
he just looks at it. Does it say Chicago?
It says Chicago.
All right.
Chicago PD.
Do you need mine as well?
No, sweetheart, you're good. Thank you, detective. There's a lot of weirdos that come through these doors, you see, at nighttime. So I
Yeah,
need
of
to
course
be
it is. Of
sure.
course it is.
A lot of people that they think they want to, I don't know, be detectives or be gory horrors.
Who wants to visit dead bodies? Gross.
Miss, I wouldn't know, and it's my job. He's walking. He takes you through like halls, and he stops with an elevator, and he like morgue, M for morgue. He pushes it.
While he walks, I'm sort of almost going in circles.
You see, it
around
stresses him out a bit. He's like
Yes.
almost like he's a bit like on the spectrum, and he
Yeah.
really doesn't like this flustering. Like people is not his thing.
Yeah.
He's like, would you mind standing still, detective?
Oh,
You're
sorry, too
trying to
much
make
coffee.
me
It's I'm on the night shift, so too much coffee, and I've been driving all the way from Chicago and down here, and it's. Oh, and have you ever been driving this long with a 17-year-old girl?
No,
Ever?
that would
No,
be
I
weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Since I don't have a 70-year-old child, that would be very strange indeed.
Yeah, I guess so.
The elevator opens and he goes in very like to get away from your energy because your energy is fucked.
Yep.
He's holding his clipboard and it's like his glasses and his clipboard are like there and he just doesn't want to deal with you and it's like, so what kind of information can I give you, detective?
Now I would just like to see his file and to actually see the body, because there might be some markings on the body that the young lady can give us some information about.
All right, sweetheart, this is going to be some information that your ears are not privy to, so I'm going to put you somewhere else where I give this good detective some information.
Just don't put me with any dead people.
Of course not, sweetheart. You'll wait in the hall. outside the dead people. You boom, you hit the morgue. If you ever seen a horror movie, this is it. Long ass hole with different rooms, for autopsy rooms, coolers, offices. It's the underbelly of a hospital.
Like
Everything's got a
the autopsy of Jane
grayish,
Doe.
yeah, it's like a grayish blue feel to it down here,
Sterile.
and the light is very fluorescent. As he walks, he's like, "Sweetheart, what's your name?"
Annabelle, Miss Harris, Annabelle Harris.
Detective, is she to view the body?
Come again?
Is she viewing the body,
Yes,
detective?
please.
He licks his finger, takes up a form. I need this initials there and there and there. Initials.
Both of us.
No, you, sweetheart.
Oh.
He flips it back, pure formality, and you can have a seat in that office over there. And we're just gonna be two doors down.
Okay.
And when we're ready, I'll come get you. Okay?
What if
Just
I'm
have a
not
seat.
ready?
That's okay. The dead can wait. And he walks very slowly off with a very spassy detective. I'm sure you've seen some stuff in your time, some bodies in your time, detective.
Oh, it's been a few. It's been a few. Yeah. Chicago.
Yeah,
It's
it's, this is this is a conundrum, detective. It's
in
one of
what
those
way?
strange ones. Well, it's self-inflicted, so it's what you would say is a suicide, but it's one of those gray zone suicides when it's well, yeah, you're gonna have to view the body. That's what I'm just saying. You just have to view the body.
Of
He
course,
goes
of course, of
into
course.
the autopsy room with the coolers up,
Hmm.
and he looks at the numbers, and he looks at his form, and he looks at the numbers, and he goes back and forth up, and he pulls out one of the drawers, and you feel the cold.
I quickly do discern.
So many dices.
But only one success, so 5 minutes.
As he starts opening up the zipper bag, you burn discern. Automatically, you see this disturbance in the air.
Yeah.
You see there's corruption. You see it shivers and shake and purpley blue down his throat. His yeah, you see he's been done an autopsy on, so it looks kind of vulgar because he's been cut, opened, and everything else.
Yeah.
You see he's lacking this part down of his arm.
Oh, from his elbow down.
Yeah.
Ooh. So this thing with the arm. How was the laceration? Is it done by mechanical or knife or?
He seemed to have used a kitchen knife and then we think a hammer to break the bones.
On himself.
Yes, detective.
You surely must be kidding.
No. It's a peculiar thing because it's not the first one I've seen similar wounds with.
Okay.
It's sold in my report, but it doesn't seem like there's been too much interest in it from the police. I don't know. It's like I'm saying it's strange, but maybe
Yeah.
now because there's so many of them.
How many?
He would be like number 4.
Number 4 with cut off arm and hammer smashed joint.
Well, no, hold on. You see, he goes very slowly over to where he's left some of the files. I see he's licking his finger and flipping through. And then
I
you
find
hear
the
from
licking disturbing.
yeah, you hear from beside your shoulder. Love his mouth.
I go over to the corpse and look at his mouth.
It's hidden. It's hidden, love, because it's on the other side. You see this disturbance on the in the cavity of the mouth.
Yeah. Is there a pair of pinchers or something?
Well, there's a tray on the other side.
Yeah.
As you hear the licking and the flipping of the papers.
Yeah. As he does that, I just take.
It's a very uncomfortable noise when he licks and flips
Yes.
in the sound and the cold light of a morgue.
Yeah, I just take a pair, either pliers or pinchers or whatever, and just try to open the mouth.
He's in rigor.
Yeah.
Well, he's after rigor actually, because then it loosens again. But he's been frozen,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be stiff. You have to pry a bit. You have to use some force.
Yeah, I use some force.
It's vulgar.
Mm.
And there's a reason why you will see on a hunter sheet you do not have humanity. But I would still want you to do not even an intelligence roll. No, you're seasoned. You're good. You can do it. You pry open his mouth and you stare into a very bluish, blackish, very pale pink tongue.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, it's like on the bottom, on the top of his mouth.
Yeah. I just take the pinchers and pull out whatever's in there.
Oh, you can't pull it out because it's almost like you can see the purple engravation of a vortex.
Oh, like that, yeah. So it's carved into.
Magically seared, yeah.
Then I close his mouth again, and I step away.
And then you see the doctor. He turns around. Yeah, there's 4 of them, but he was the only one that severed his arm.
Okay, how was he killed?
He bled out, sir.
From the severance of the severing of the arm, yeah.
Well, he tore over his arteries. He bled out, but it didn't happen in a minute, and he bled out for around maybe 2 hours. So it's a lot of pain. He probably went into shock before he died, so he probably died from the shock.
But how have you decided that this has been a suicide?
He left a suicide note, detective. This should be in your files.
And that is the only reason.
And the only fingerprints on the weapons, the tools was his.
Detective. Yeah, because you wouldn't use gloves, would you? No.
I'm not a detective. I'm just a forensic.
This is shoddy. This is shoddy police work by the Boston PD. How did the others die?
Hold on, I'll have a look. And he fumbles around his paper to find the names of the boys. I'm gonna have to look at the names. She didn't say there was no harm. All right, Sam, Dorothy. Yeah, he tried to sever his leg off.
Sever his leg off?
Yeah, from the groin area. He cut the main artery, so he bled out very quickly, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, and they're also
suicide note.
Yeah.
Only prints. And the angle was self-inflicted.
Yeah, just a question. Did you on any of the other corpses find a spiral cut into the flesh?
What spiral, detective?
Okay, so no. No, then it will not conflict with the cases we have in Chicago.
Okay. William Blake.
William Blake.
He seemed like he tried to take a chunk out of his abdomen.
Pound of flesh. This is
So
almost biblical.
it's not my field of expertise, detective, but he took a bit longer to die. Approximately, say it took him about 5 to 6 hours before he bled out.
Yeah, then you really want to die. And then you really want to feel your own death.
He had no opiates in his system, alcohol or otherwise substances. So
And you don't
and
find this peculiar.
kids are peculiar. And then we have Leo Jackson, more standard, straight up. He tried to cut his own throat successfully, but he did 3 cuts before he managed to
3
cut the
cuts.
main up. Yeah,
And they're also suicide note.
yeah.
Yeah. The time frame of these.
Oh,
Now,
hold
I'm
on.
just being curious. This is none of my business, but you said that nobody's paid any attention to these cases, so I'm just curious.
Well, that's suicides, detective. It's not my field. It's been in the last year.
All within the last year.
Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe 8 months.
So about 2 months between every
Yeah,
suicide. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Give or take. It's not down to the date.
Yeah. Do you mind if I call in the girl?
Oh, yeah. No. Hold on. Do you want me to go get her?
Yeah, please do.
All right.
Is there a copying machine in here?
No.
No. I just quickly scan the.
Should have like old school like spy cam.
Why didn't I think of that? Why
That's
didn't
why
I?
I am the GM.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna simultaneously, well, not simultaneously, we're gonna go back to the waiting room where Grace is sitting as you're having the conversation, and I want her to do a perception awareness.
Please be better than the last. No, nope. A 10 and a 1.
So it's
So-
gonna be a very horror movie scene as she's sitting in this very cold, no windows office that has all the feels of a 70s horror movie because yeah, nothing's been updated since that. You're sitting in a very shitty leathery couch. There's these metallic stools on the opposite side of a desk. There's shelving with just medical books that are the same color, either beige, green, or brown. There's a typewriter, something that looks like a computer but probably isn't.
Mhm.
And a leather stool, and the floor is linoleum and probably squared, but the pattern is so faded and old. And you can see that there's like stained glass in the door into the office, and it's rather small, 5 times 5 meters.
Right.
So as the camera pans around her, there's someone staring at her from the side, shivering.
She's just sitting there, like, obviously very bored.
It's flickering in reality as it shivers, leaning in, whispering something.
I guess I don't pick that up.
Perception awareness.
A 9, a 10, a 9, a 1. So 2.
All of a sudden, it's like you get that feeling that somebody's looking at you, and so you like you startle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't want to use a conviction, but I kind of do, but I don't. I'll blow a conviction to second sight.
Yeah, she feels unsafe.
I'm so new. I don't know what's smart or not. So I'll do it. Yeah.
So she you automatically you feel like a defense thing.
Mm.
The first second, like you glance the room, it looks normal. But then again, you see there's something behind the desk now, and you can see it's shaking in reality, but you can't see what it is. But you see like almost like a heat hue that shakes for whatever's beneath behind the desk out of your view.
Whatever is here, reveal yourself. Um,
You say it out
yeah,
loud.
I say it out loud.
You say it with
I say it towards the shimmer.
what are you? How are you saying it? Are you like commanding, empathic?
Oh, I'm empathic because I have empathy now.
Hmm.
So it's perception, right?
No, that's
No.
performance, manipulation, or charisma. No, charisma, manipulation, or
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but it's still the same.
appearance.
Yeah. So 6, 7. Yeah, 2 and a 3. So 2 successes.
2 successes.
Yeah.
So play out how you would say it.
Whatever you are, please reveal yourself. I won't harm you.
You see that the lights flicker a bit. Nothing like it doesn't go dark, but it just like the fluorescent lighting flicker a bit.
Mm.
You see the chair moves very slowly on the opposite side of the desk.
I won't harm you. But please, come forward so I can see what you are.
It's almost like you can hear hollow sobbing far, far away. Like somebody's crying 3 rooms down.
Mm. Don't be scared. Can I do anything for you? Whatever you
You
want.
move.
I'll
Just
just
be sitting
stand up. I won't. Yeah, I'll just stand up. I won't be moving, but I'll stand up. And I'm still looking at Chiron, whatever the glimmer is.
You can see it, whatever is there is shaking. So obviously you're gonna know it's not of this world.
Yeah.
It's for some reason it's remaining. It's not approaching you.
No. Did someone hurt you? Maybe I can help you. But I can't help you if you don't want me to.
All of a sudden you see almost like something is poking. It's like because it's like his wife. You see it and then you don't see it, like a glimmer of a hand stretching out from the desk on the floor.
Sorry, the hand is on the floor.
Yeah, on the floor.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
on. So you see it. Just this is the desk, and then it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
on the
see it
floor.
underneath. So
Yeah,
it's like almost like a child hiding under a desk,
yeah,
hide and
yeah,
seek style.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You see, it's almost like it's writing something, and as it's writing, you see it's blood shaking, like in and out of reality. Also, it's like shaking.
Mm,
It's
I
writing
see.
something. It's upside down for you.
Okay, I'll go. I don't want you to be afraid, but I'm going to come closer now, and then I'll walk towards it.
All right. I want you to do perception awareness.
2, 2 and a 9. Oh, sorry, 2 and 9. 9 and a 10.
As you do that, you turn around to see whoever is like writing whatever it's writing.
Because I'm focusing on what's written.
As you do that, it's almost like you're startling whatever it is there. So for a split of a second, you just see into a face where there's just black again, these black holes, and there's a really big mouth screaming silently at you, and then it flickers, and you see the desk is being pushed hard. So do a dex athletic to dodge or a dex
Yeah.
dodge.
I'll do a dex dodge. 7, 8, 6, 3. No, sorry, it's a 1, 2 again.
How much? 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's good enough. You manage to step back, and as it does that, whatever's there, you see it's gone.
Is the writing still there?
Still there, still there.
Cool. Then I want to go over and see what's there.
It says priest.
Priest. Interesting.
And as you're looking at that, you see you can hear the door open. Wait, and then why did you move the desk?
Oh, I'm sorry. Where in my home we like to have it like a Japanese kind of style, feng shui. You know, it just felt more right to the room.
Right. Kids are strange. Follow me.
Jesus, I really don't remember what that name is either.
Feng shui.
Ah.
He brings you into the morgue area.
Have I gotten a quick glance of the
Yeah.
reports? Because I've got the
A dick memory.
exactly.
Yeah, but then you just look at them. Yeah. You
Yeah.
had like 5 minutes, so
Just look at.
Did you say dick memory? I'm sorry.
I have a dick memory. Yeah, my memory is
dick-
quite a dick.
Yeah.
No, that's the player. The player's
that's
memory
a-
is a dick.
It's
Completely
illegal.
useless.
The dick memory.
Yeah, it's a dick
Dickish.
memory. Yeah,
Dickish
completely
memory.
cock.
Cock memory. All right, PG shit. Yeah. So I'm guessing you just when you hear them approaching the door, you just quickly done.
Yep.
And
Have you taken? Did you take it? Sorry.
No, I've just looked at it because I have the addict memory.
Yes. Yeah.
No.
I hope the
I was so distracted, I
pronunciation there
didn't
is
hear the rest.
correct.
Dick memory.
Yeah.
And you can see that there is obviously it's covered now, so she's not being like full blown a dead person.
I'm trying to look at Chase, like give him like a sort of, are we done in here kind of look. Are you good?
Yeah, I just give her the give her a quick just.
Are you ready, sweetheart?
No, I don't think I can be ready for this.
Okay.
Yes.
And it just opens the bag and it reveals a very blue, white, fairly good-looking young man with he's cut down the middle. You see there's others cut marks, and he's been stitched back up, and he's lacking his arm.
Yeah.
And for a little second, there was something familiar about him.
Yeah. I turn around to the doctor, and then I pretend cry into his shoulder. Oh my God, who did this to him? He called. I miss him so much.
Oh, and we're laughing over a dead boy. This is horrible. The doctor is like, that's natural. And the natural
Who
emotion.
will ever call me puppy again?
All right. It moves you away very forcefully. All right, detective, are we done here?
Have you seen the markings you talked about?
Pardon?
No, I'm talking to the young lady.
No.
Well, I guess that's all we need then.
All right. Well, I'm a busy man, and
I can clearly see that, and we're also busy, so we will take our leave and let you continue to do your work. Thank you for your
Appreciate it.
cooperation, sir.
I'll just hug the doctor like again. Thank
You
you
see-
so much.
He's like praying mantis arms, like, ugh, no. Kids are shit.
That's how Grace is thinking.
She's gonna fucking fuck you up with hugs and shit.
She heard that's what Catholic girls do.
Yeah, hug you, motherfucker. And he's like, no, don't. All right, so I'm guessing you're just
Outta
gonna
here.
make a quick.
Yeah. The big.
All right. As you make your way out, nothing more happens. Right. Well, I think we're actually gonna have a really quick break, just 5 minutes.
It's a good place for a break.
Yeah, because now we're gonna go into the last scene of the evening. So this is a nice place for just a quick break. So we'll be back in just a few, and see you in a minute. All right, welcome back from the break. So where we're going to go now, as we're going to check in with Cal's and the roles I asked of him to do before we had the scene at the morgue. What did you get, Cal?
I got 3 successes on the first one and 3 successes on the second one.
So you were looking for information of the address or the guy that
Yeah,
worked
well,
on the address?
both of the guy and the others of the club. I like the.
What you get is like this is only his trusted bouncers. It's a handful that gets to work that venue
Okay,
because
that fits,
it's high-end private club.
that fits for the address then. So that's
Yeah, it's very high-end, very exclusive. It's almost invite only. You have to have like a card-carrying member
Mm.
or being invited by a member to enter the premises.
okay. Well, that certainly sounds like the right place then.
So that's more or less what you get.
Yeah, nothing on the guy.
Well, you get that
You heard-
he's been working with the firm for like 3-4 years. He seems to be no drugs, no alcohol kind of guy. He does it work and he keeps to himself. He Just the guy says he lives not too far from the place, and he works there almost like every night. Doesn't seem to have a life besides this.
Great.
He's not a fun time kind of guy.
All work and no play.
Mhm. So how long are you gonna do the shift for? You're gonna do the entire night?
Yeah, well, they're probably gonna swing by later as well. So if it's really slow, I'll ask if he needs me the rest of the evening. If not, I'm gonna do the entire shift. I mean, might as well pick
Yeah.
up bucks.
No, you work there like three hours ish. It's very slow. It's Tuesday, not much going on, and it's like just you get acquainted with the system and their policies. So he's completely fine with you peeling off after a couple of hours.
Yeah, then I'll wait for them to circle back and pick me up.
Well, you wait around half an hour,
Mm.
and then you see a very distinct van.
We need a new car.
Yeah, it's very, very, very distinctive.
Why?
I'm like thinking it's like a van, but in the style of Woody from Lovecraft Country.
Oh, I love
Like the wooden
Lovecraft
panels. I don't
Country.
know why.
Lovecraft Country is a kick-ass fucking TV series, by the way. Yeah, love it.
I
Okay.
jump in at the pass. First thing I see is look up at it, look up at Chase and say, "Don't take this wrong way, mate, but we should probably, procure a different vehicle, one that's not this conspicuous. Something we can use in ditch for a day and then get a new one, and then use in ditch for a day and get a new one. I mean, because this gets spotted on any more gas station fires. Please, mate, stop taking all the
Yeah, well, probably have to. Yeah, put it somewhere because it's too warded to just sell.
Oh yeah, and I'm not thinking of selling it. Just thinking out. Well, we are in Boston. We should probably have something that.
Something smaller.
Yeah, maybe it's
And
a
less.
bit faster, easier to navigate the streets.
Yeah,
Not
I'll go and see
parking
what I
space.
can get tomorrow.
Good. So, how did it go at the morgue? And he looks towards Grace.
Kind of reminded me of Toby or whatever that was that we. And yeah, I completely forgot, Chase.
Nah, don't think about. I got all the
No,
info
but
I needed.
I forgot to tell you about what happened in the waiting room.
Oh, something happened.
Yeah, there was an
What?
entity and I spoke to it. I think I tried to look like your wife, but it also kind of reminded me about the boy. And he wrote priest in what looked like blood on the floor.
Oh,
It was weird, but I think I did the right thing.
priest.
Yeah.
But didn't you speak something about preacher, Cal?
Yeah.
Did he look like the actual boy on
It was
the?
very distorted because the socket of their eyes was just black holes, and
Yeah,
the
but there
mouth
was
was very
nothing.
distorted. But it
Yeah.
had there's something like maybe it's the whiff of the whisk of the hair, the
Right.
frame. It wasn't threatening.
No.
It felt lost.
Mm.
But yeah, it somehow reminded me about that boy. And there was this sobbing. I don't know. It was
It's
like
a
a kid
morgue.
hiding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a morgue. It's bound to be ghosts there.
Yeah.
And also, I found out a few things about the suicides.
Okay.
I'm not completely sure these are suicides. I'm actually 100% sure these aren't suicides. The
He was
last,
missing his arm.
yeah, the the cause of death was self-inflicted knife and hammer wound to the arm. He cut off his own arm with a knife and smashed the bone with a hammer.
No one does that to
Nope.
themselves.
No. The other kid, he
Can
had
you be possessed and then do it?
Yeah.
yeah.
There are entities that can make you do it, like against your own will.
Yeah,
So,
there are.
so yeah. So I mean, there might be in their own body, like their own hand that did it, but it was probably not their own, not by their own volition to put it like that.
Yeah. The other kid, do the name of the kid who cut his thigh. Who was that?
Timothy something?
Sam Dorothy.
Sam Dorothy. He sliced open his artery in his thigh.
Okay, but it didn't chop off his entire leg.
No, because
that was,
well,
no,
the
that
main
was that was William Blake. Sam Dorothy almost cut his leg. No, that was Sam Dorothy.
Sam Dorothy cut his leg. William Blake cut off his a part of his abdomen.
Yeah, and then the Leo Jackson.
Leo Jackson, he sliced his throat 3 times.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
That's disturbing. The reason for this, they mean this is suicide, is because there was a note, and only the print of the kids on the note and on the knife or the murder weapon.
I always thought police were dumb, but seriously?
Yeah.
I mean,
This is stupid on so many levels. But
yeah,
if it is an entity, of course, then yes, the entity
I
can
mean,
control your body and your mind to do this, to make you do this. And this is one of the reasons why we protect our noggin.
yeah, I mean, you don't want to meet what I would make someone do this and have them do it towards you before you know it. You're chopping your limbs off. But okay, but were there any other similarities?
There was in the last corpse, inside his mouth, a spiral drawing.
Like Toby.
Like Toby.
Like the map.
Like the map. So whenever
What does that mean?
Whenever Toby is found, that would probably be ruled out as a suicide as well.
Well, probably that. I mean,
how do they explain that?
Well, we don't
I
know
think it's worse
what
than that.
they've
I
done
think
to him yet.
Yeah, but I don't think they might. I mean, we have 4 kids who went to fairly pushish prep schools. I mean, college prep schools probably would start raising suspicion if entire class committed suicide. But if you nab some kid off the street with no close family, not school, it's sort of thing those assholes can sweep under the rug.
Perception awareness on a Chase. Not you, Cal. Chase and Grace.
Nothing.
Oh, 2 seconds. Perception. Awareness.
Yeah.
4. 4 successes.
You're sitting in the van and you're discussing these horrible things that these very young people have done to themselves under obviously not natural means. And you've been focused on Grace because she's talking about her experience, and then she gets maybe a bit flustered thinking about Toby and all this horror that just occurred. And then all of a sudden you hear this like scribbling noise, and you look over towards Cal, and you see his arm, and he's clearly not aware of it. It's doing a lot of stuff. It's writing a lot of stuff.
Cal,
Yeah.
what are you writing?
What you talk? Do I notice what I'm doing?
Then you stop immediately. You've done a massive vortex, and you've written the path to paradise begins in hell. It begins in hell. It begins in hell. It begins in hell.
The fuck?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
I thought that was your thing. Talking, writing.
I've not done that much autonomous writing, really. I mean, not really an unfamiliar concept of getting missions, you know. But it all seems definitely ritual.
And as he says that, and you're looking at him, you see his eyes go white, and he goes very still. You, Cal, your hair. Cal.
Yes.
And then you get that weird out of body feeling. It's like they fall away into the darkness. And you feel you're compelled to turn around. And as you do that, you see the back of the van is gone.
Yeah.
And you see like the sand again. This gravel and the darkness.
Yes.
Out of the darkness, you see the firebugs again, and around like the firebugs, they light up this beautiful Native American woman again. And she reaches out for you.
I reach back, or extend my arm.
And it's this weird, yeah, it's this weird feeling of that you don't move, but you move, and all of a sudden you're standing really close to her. Again, you feel she's very loving, and she like embraces you.
Yeah.
And she speaks a language you don't understand, but you understand it. And you hear like the word saying, "You will be forgiven, husband."
For what?
It needs doing. And as she says that, all of a sudden, like you can almost feel like she disappears like into smoke, and you see a door in front of you.
I open it.
Yeah, again, it's a very out of body. You're just being moved in. You see a man sitting at a desk writing profusely.
Can I see what he's writing? Like if I try to look.
You see, he's writing in a language you do not understand. It's almost like it's different languages, but you can clearly see like the spiral, and he's written things around the spiral.
I try to have like my hand trace the writing, like I'm writing it in the air, hoping that it'll send some motor nerves to the pencil I'm holding back in the van and actually write it down on the copy it down on the.
Yeah, like you're leaning in to look at what he's writing, and you're tracing it.
Hmm.
As you do that, all of a sudden you feel like you're being yanked backwards, and you feel like individuals are dragging you forcefully, but you feel it's not you. You're riding somebody,
Hmm.
and you feel this stoned underneath. You've been dragged. You can feel it's cold and damp, but very uncomfortable, and you're being dragged. And you can feel a rage that is not yours, that you cannot recognize, and you feel it's almost vile to your human sensibility. Like it's a hate you cannot even comprehend and understand. It's because it's so corrupt.
Yeah.
And you can feel yourself, your body's being cut. It's you feel markings being cut into you as you're being bound to something. You can't really see what you're being bound to, but you're being bound, and your body's being cut and stripped of clothing. And all of a sudden you manage, whoever you're riding, through bloodstained eyes, manage to focus, and you see this Native American man staring with utter hate down at you. You hear words are being said. Again, you don't understand it, but whoever you are riding does. And you hear this Native American man saying, and his face is torn with sorrow and anger and hate, but it's a very human emotion compared to the person you're riding, like who you're inhabiting at the minute. Your your curse is to stay here and forever remember what you did. You will not meet your ancestors, you will not meet your wife, and you will not meet your children. I curse you with my bloodline. It's like you blink for a second, all of a sudden you're standing again upright in the cavernous feeling, like a cave again. And it's you feel it's your now, your incorporeal form. Your sound is off, Cal.
I step forward. I take a step towards the into the dark into the cavern to see if I can see anything from last time. So like if there's anyone here, if there's anything here, or I just jumped in there.
All of a sudden, you see these boys naked from the waist up. All are looking downwards, almost like they are, like almost like they're waiting for you.
Okay, walk towards them.
You feel terror and sorrow as their body, almost like they're breathing too fast, almost like they're shaking because they're breathing too fast,
Hmm.
almost like the air is bitter with sickness.
Okay.
And then beside you, you can almost feel this like weird presence. It's like this girl again, this modern girl. She's walking
Mhm.
backwards. She's walking backwards past you into the darkness. But as she walks in there, she calls up on that what looks like an altar in a church,
Yep.
and she lays down like backwards. It's a really weird sight to see.
I walk towards the to see what happens there. Why should live get a bird's eye view or something like that.
It's really weird when you see somebody blinking backwards, like
Mhm.
when it's filmed and then it's going backwards, and you see she says something. It's like you're
And I can't decipher what it is.
no. She says it 3 times and she blinks, and you see tears are streaking. And then you get it this splitting pressure in like your skull, like a massive headache. And what you guys see, he's been away like 2 seconds because you just saw his eye roll back, and then he wakes up screaming, "Bear witness!" Like he screams it.
Bear witness.
Is it just me that hearing mobile phone sounds?
I'm all having a mobile phone.
Yeah, I think Ty, maybe you have an issue with interference from your phone.
Maybe.
Technical problems.
Yeah.
So he wakes up, screams, "Bear witness!" Literally, he's been gone 2 seconds, like 1, 2, and then he screams, "Bear witness!"
What do you want me to look at? Sorry, what?
What did you see? I continue driving.
Yeah, what didn't I see?
Was that a vision? Is that what it looks like?
Yeah.
It can. Sometimes it's
Ah.
even sleepwalking or vision walking. That's weird.
It was the same Native American woman as before. She came out of darkness. I was standing close to her, and I was riding someone, and I was this intense feeling of hate, anger, like burning inside of whoever I'm riding, and this Native American man was there again as well, and I think they was dragging him away. And he's, well, it's just filled with this rage, just corrupted rage, and I think it did something to him, like bound him in some sense, ritualistic, bound him and anchored him in a sense of like cutting his body and something. And he said, "I curse you to stay here forever. I curse you with my bloodline. You will never see your children or wife."
Ooh.
This sorrow and this anger of the person speaking, which I believe might have been the Native American one, but that one, like human feelings, not the cold, monstrous rage that whoever was writing was having. And before that, it was this man writing something I didn't understand.
You think you can redraw it?
Did I manage to trace actually write down the writing? So like I try to like have the
You remembered if yes, like if you're doing straight after, you just
yeah.
bear witness and then you start writing
Yeah.
into performance or whatever craft you have.
Or maybe expression.
Oh, expression, yeah, whatever
Yeah.
would be artistic or memory based.
Yeah, I have one success.
Well, the spiral you already done a bunch
Mm.
of times. It's weird. It's not a language you understand, but it's not just gibberish. It's it's glyphs.
Pictogamish kind of thing.
Yeah.
To my best of my recollection, is complex. They don't really. So the man was writing this down.
But
Then
you have enough of it, so if somebody knows this, because you
yeah,
got
that can recognize
three
it.
of them, yeah.
We're gonna get this. We gotta get this to the general as well. Plus, maybe we should do some back to the library tomorrow. Look up some. Anyway, I found myself back in the cave that I had been in from the first station. If you remember, I told you about. And I can move, and I can see these boys walking around, like waiting, like naked from the waist up. They're just in terror, filled with
How
angst.
many boys?
Well, four, you said. So I'm guessing that might be, well, and
Oh no.
five, yeah, because
Mm.
as well, five boys, and this weird presence I could feel, and this blonde woman, this young girl I've seen before, the one who'd been writing in the notebook, drawing these horrendous sacrificial mutilations. She comes walking, but it's in reverse. It's going backwards. It's like watching a tape being rewind, and she backs into the darkness and towards an altar. And she lies down backwards, and she's saying something, but the words are, but it's backwards. It's in reverse. I can't really catch what it is, but she says it 3 times, which might be significant. I don't know. And then
Can you repeat what she said?
and then she tears straight down her
That's gibberish.
tears stream down her eyes, and like she's crying. But no, I don't know. I mean, immediately think of if they bound something monstrous, something evil, the Native Americans, if they anchored something here, something that had children, who had a bloodline
Mm.
tied to somewhat to that spiral. Could someone be trying to free it? Perhaps, I don't know. It's just
I don't know.
spitballing here.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know. He had children. He's never gonna see children sacrificed. I don't know, but
So there is this spirit that has been broken free or is in the process of breaking free.
spirit or entity or something that's been cursed. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like cursing, fighting someone for to live forever, but not being free, to being locked away, to be like a witness, to be imprisoned, if you will.
Yeah.
And it definitely seemed like some sort of, it was the person cursing this with his bloodline has done so. Maybe the bloodline is like the people chosen out for being sacrificed is the curses bloodline, using his blood to set it free. I don't know,
It's
but
possible.
But is
so I guess
all of these boys related? That doesn't seem right.
No, but if
Is
there
it?
are if they are related to different people in the bloodline of the cursors.
I mean, there's definitely more than one, right? I was right. I was just there's several people dragging this thing away. It's not
Yeah.
just one person. There was several different. I just caught the Native American man that I've seen before. So definitely, like they're sort of meaning a punishment to thing for something that's been done.
Yeah.
But you saw the Native Americans speaking downwards to
Yeah.
whoever.
Yeah, I was biting down to whoever's being.
So he was doing the punishing.
Yeah, like he might be the one in charge of the ritual, in charge of cursing, of binding this, whatever it was.
Was there anything, any clothing or anything linking this Native American to a specific point in time?
No, but
That's hard.
I don't think. I mean, I don't know that. But what I'm going to take out on a limb here is the fact when the sort of scraps and bits of paper that you found in the
Yeah.
Hunter Sanctuary in the library, that had a date. I'm thinking something happened, and I'm gonna go on a limb and say something destroyed their village, they destroyed the tribe, like massacred the people,
Yeah.
and I took revenge by binding whatever it was, cursing it with their bloodline, and sort of imprisoning it or punishing it in that sense, and whatever that is trying to get loose.
Yeah.
My like
What is the connection though to the buying and selling of boys.
It might just be that human sacrifices to break loose. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. I don't know. I'm flipping, but definitely they did sort of like cut up whatever was being punished, but like they were cutting his clothes away and cutting into his flesh.
Yeah, it could be like
My flesh.
an eye for an eye punishment or something.
Either that, or they're trying to put together a new, like getting body parts for a new vessel.
Yeah,
For whatever that's
sort
been.
of Frankenstein's monster.
Ew.
Yeah.
Still not enough to go into be certain, but there's getting the weird. I mean, there's something there. I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
Mm.
But there's always a pound of flesh in a sacrifice.
Yeah, I mean,
And it's also the buying and selling of the kids can also be symbolic, because this is in the 16th hundred, of course there was slave trades.
or just you need children for. I don't know, but yeah, definitely. But like I said, you need sacrifice, blood, purpose. There's certain elements going into driving whatever is being
Always.
done. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah. Mm. That's. I might
But
be.
the blonde woman, had you seen her before?
Yeah, I've seen her before. She's been in. I mean, first time I saw her, she was walking in this cavernous space that was back in
But
the
only in
90s.
visions. You haven't seen
Yeah,
her
yeah,
in real
yeah.
life.
And I've never seen her in. Never seen her in real life. I've never seen her
Yeah.
in the places. She's young. She's blonde. She's
Well dressed.
yeah, reasonably well dressed. Uniform. Like I'm not quite. It's hard to focus on some details when we're in these visions. It's not always easy.
Mm.
But she has been blonde, curly, like yeah. She's writing. One of the times she's writing those names, the boys' names of the suicides and
Yeah. Modern dressed.
yeah, modern dress. Yeah, definitely modern dress. I
Mm.
mean, that's not 1600s.
Yeah.
This is now, or well, approximately now. And the first time she was drawing mutilations, which could match up with what you described the suicides as, I guess, or like what I saw about the flaying of whatever they're cursing.
Mm.
Yeah, that could actually remind, because it's like brutally cutting, this like, almost dismembering, but
Yeah.
still keeping alive, torturous cutting.
It's gives some virtually like Inquisition kind of style.
Yeah.
Yeah, medieval shit,
Yeah.
nasty shit like bad people do to people.
But underground, cavernous, church-like with pews and stuff. So definitely, that feels like it's actually is a place, whether it's metaphorically for the place or it's
Yeah.
actually how it
Can
looks.
it be?
A place
Can it be one of the places in the tunnels?
could
Maybe
be.
reference to that.
It's got a cavernous feeling, so it could definitely underground. So it could be that, or maybe some building that's sunk or something like that. But we could scour the
We were
maps.
saying pews. Can we look? Maybe we should take a look on the map and see if there's any one going under any churches.
Yeah, or a railway station or something, because an old railway station, a subway station, if there is one, because these can often be church-like if they were built in the 20s, with these cavernous domes and.
It's like dirt or gravel, a kind of stone mixed floor. Yeah, but
Yeah,
we
okay.
should look. You can scour the cut maps, see if you can find anything.
Yeah.
Definitely a way to go.
Do you think this is it a metaphor for a place or is it an actual place? Do you know?
Could be both, but it really get a sense of place, a sense of being somewhere. Because the ability to move, it's not just viewing someplace; it's actually being in a place. Because I'm not riding anyone in those visions. That's it's free wheeling. That's actually being just able to move on my own accord, and my own will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Gotta go
That
through
was a
that.
lot for 2 minutes.
It's a heck of a lot.
And the night drags on, And I'm guessing the hunters need some R&R.
It's
Do
been a day.
do you retire to the library?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's
Park
actually safe.
park 2 blocks away and walk the rest of the way.
It feels very safe in the library. Lucky is very happy to see Mama.
Hey, girl. I just like, yeah, scratch your head.
I think for all the hunters, it's been a lot these last couple of days as they inhabit, like almost the catacombs of the Boston Library. I'm guessing Carl is thinking and writing about all these visions that make sense but don't make sense, and they're showing him so much but giving him so little.
Yeah, that, and after he's done writing it down, like going over that, he'll pull those maps out again and just go start scouring the map, just leave a notebook lying and just start see if he can see anything anything on the map that might remind him of this place.
Oh, he feels like he's staring, and it's almost like somebody's holding him back for a minute. And sometimes almost like he can feel and hear the horses. And sometimes it's almost like you can feel like somebody pushing at your temple with a finger, seeing if they can break through. And it's like just you scurry almost. But you're in a safe haven, it's not fucking possible.
Something's out there. Well, something saw me. No.
And there's like you almost like you can feel they're going through the web and looking for you, not finding you because you're hidden.
Not good.
No, it's terrifying because you've never been gazed back. And it's almost making you thinking because there has to be visionaries that has stayed here before you. Have they felt the same?
I think he's gonna go. If that, he's gonna go. I mean, like I said, we should probably do it anyway. But there were journals and stuff left, like personal journals and stuff like that. So sifting through that afterwards, cleaning up, putting the whatever might be useful and hold knowledge in one box, and just
Yeah.
personal keepsake next second in another pub.
Yeah. So this is just to paint the scene as you're winding down. He's still talking to himself because he does that all the time. He says weird shit,
Yeah.
mumbles, and he says, "See back, blah blah blah." Maybe something important in that. Oh no, 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 it isn't. And then he moves around shit and he mumbles and he does stuff.
Yeah, I think Grace is like she ripped. She hopes he doesn't see the 2 pages she ripped out of his My Little Pony book before, and she finds one of the bunk beds, like one that's maybe more isolated, and just winds down there with Lucky and tries to actually get away from them.
Chase, I think, is in the
Um,
other end of the room, also trying to have a bunk bed to himself.
Yeah.
To maybe have a few words with a loved one.
As you are in here, you know she will be more faded.
Yeah, more
They
faded
can't.
but safe.
Yeah, but it's harder to reach her,
Yeah.
which is harder because outside, at least, okay, she will be corrupted quicker because but then she can use your emotions to be strong. Here she cannot feed, so here she goes grey and quiet, but she's there.
Yeah, but she's there. At this point, in this city, that is what matters. Here she's safe.
You, those words are bitter though.
Yeah.
Those words are bitter indeed. For what? She's stuck here. And I think that weighs heavy on him for a minute because also she being here is selfish.
Yeah, both selfish and securing her, because this is like a war. Inside here, yes, you will grow thinner, but out there, you can be torn to shreds.
Very true.
And this is what I try to tell her.
It's uncomfortable to talk with her much inside. Sometimes she will, sometimes she will not. Right now, you see, she's very faded,
Yeah.
not responsive, just flickers, like a light that's almost going out.
Yeah.
But at least she's there for now.
For now.
As
And
the hunter,
with that he tries to go to sleep.
as you all do after digesting the night, the days, and everything else has been going on. The light goes out and the room goes quiet. Then all of a sudden the TV goes on. But the hunters don't know this because they don't wake. On the screen sits a grown man. He looks battle torn, rugged. Looks like he's almost clergy in the way he sits. This will be my last word and testament. I do not think I will return. You can see the streaks on the television going. It's like an old tape. Again, the hunters hear nothing. I don't think I will change much, but maybe I can lay ground for the next wave of warriors to come behind me. I've lost my visionary. That thing with the horses got to her in the end. She's gone. I'm sure she's been devoured. I'll do what I can. I'll open the path. May the hell protect us. May the hell protect us all from this. And it goes whoop, like old televisions did in the back in the days. They go boop. And that's the end of episode 4.
Yeah.
So this was a lot of information.
A lot of information.
A lot of information.
I think me and Taya have written like entire diaries about it.
It's one of those episodes where you just have to just pay attention to all the details that's going to come at you. And we'll see what happens to our deer hunters next as they go down this very dark and horrific rabbit hole. I guess it's going to be fun for me. Maybe not.
Yeah. And if you like this, if you like what we're doing, please hit the subscription button.
Please do. Please do. We're having fun. We hope you're having fun. And I hope to see you next episode because we love what we do. So yeah, thank you to my players.
The GM.
Yeah. Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. See ya. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Boop, boop.